Boy, oh boy, y'all don't know what's coming soon, bro. Y'all do not know what's coming soon, bro. Oh, come on, don't start, bitch. Come on now. You fucking with the party, man. We got shit rocking, man. We got the Erykah Badu on deck today. You know what I'm saying? What we got, music? What we in? Are we on it? Alright, cool. You already up on it. Alexa, turn Tony Studio orange. I don't know what the fuck it did, but I like that. A little purple mixture in the middle. Yo, guys, we have a lot to talk about today. Shout out to everybody in the building right now. Purple Weasel. Yo, Perp, where you been at on Twitch, bro? Where have you been at on Twitch, Purple Weasel? Where have you been, bro? Purple Weasel in this thing, man. Slim Creep, the motherfucking triple OG VIP boss member in this thing. Sean Toupee off in this bitch. E1 Kicks off in this bitch. Gucci Lou off in this bitch. The big dog Gucci Lou. Did you get my gift to you? Gucci Lou been spamming that thing up. You guys don't know I've been going live on Twitch pretty much each and every night, and we've been having a ball. And Gucci Lou's been dropping them bags off. We got Big Perm in this bitch. Fab Casso, Ron's other alter ego. My mic's a little too hot. Maybe it's just a little too close. I don't know. It's my bad. What about now? Is it good now? Let me know if it's too hot. I can drop it down. Ron's other alter ego. We got motherfucking Beto's Kick in this thing. You already know what it is. I got you. Yeah, we've been kind of late night delight. Chappelle Hanen, what's good? Chappelle, Mark, TJ. Let me go through here and see who else we got, man. Shit, Jacob Felix and his bitch. Real nigga hours in full effect. You already know what it is. BTC, I see you in this bit, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? About Chris. It sounds distorted. The fuck? Hold on. Let me just. What about now? Is it still too loud? Is it fine now? Let me know. Let me know now. We good? Let me know. Mic a little too loud. What about now? We good now? Harrison, what are you talking about? I'm tripping. I ain't see you pop up in here. Harrison Neville's in the building. Still ain't a you. I can go a little bit lower if you want me to. Me bring it down like this. I'm right here now. Y'all like this one better? All right. Harrison, you still ain't no member. We're going to pop this thing open right here. Blue Mango. You feel me? Blue Moon Mango. Alright. New evidence has arisen in this Ahmaud Arbery case. Shit's getting crazy. Shit's getting a little wild. I think, first and foremost, this is still an ongoing case in a way. With everything being said, like there's things that's going to be developing, more information. Let me read this one report right here that just came in. This was off of the Washington Post. Reached by phone Thursday afternoon before he was arrested, Gregory McMichael said there are many facts out there that have not come to light. And he says and follows, this is all based on the video and newspaper story. All the stuff that led up to this.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Daniel Blake donated $2 through Super Chat.
Shout out.
Hit the like button.
Shout out my brother Daniel Blake for the $2 tip to come through. Thank you for the entrance. You feel me? Strong Ass Manning just became a new 2 Wild member. The boy, yeah, member. Pull up, hit the join button. Get that green on your name, you feel me? We got that good green too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A little something, you know what I'm saying? Get a little green on your chest, you feel me? Shout out, throw up them Pink Panther pussies for my man Strong Ass Manning and his biatch. Now, he followed up, he said, this is all based on the video and newspaper story. All the stuff that led up to this still hasn't been released. That's what he said. He refused to comment further because there's a case under investigation and also declined to comment on the behalf of his son, Travis. He referred questions to Tucker, who did not return the email requesting the comment. So, NSF Visuals! Where you been at, bro? You been going too, bro. We been going crazy on this motherfucker. Check your audio. We still too goddamn loud? Shit, let me know. What's up with the fireball? I ain't got no fireball, man. The sound sounds distorted. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on, y'all. Cause maybe Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my shit is tripping. Hold up. Because I got a lot of shit to say today. I can't be having this fuck shit going on. What about now, man? Is it still distorted? The hell? Yeah, y'all might need to get caught up. Y'all talking about I'm distorted. Am I still distorted? Shit. Let me look at. Do I need to look at my own playback? Let me look at my own playback, man. Cause y'all trying to scare me and fuck the show up, man. I turned the gain down. The gain's down. Y'all might need to turn the damn slider down. Let me see something. Let me hear myself. Let me look at my own playback, man. Cause y'all trying to scare me and fuck the show up, man. I turned the gain down. The gain's down. Y'all might need to turn the damn slider down. Okay, it is a little bit loud. It's a little loud. Let me hold on. I know what they're talking about. It's down. Y'all might need to turn the damn slider down. All right, it might be straight now. I don't know. All right. So, anyways, that was said by the McMichael man himself. They haven't been saying much because everything's ongoing. I was catching Ease the Crave show. Zaya X was doing a little show earlier about this. And he had some things about, the title of it was called, Ease the Crave 3.0 was titled something.
You want a Coke? Well, bitch, you better deep throat.
Anonymous has become a member. The fuck? That's strong ass Manning. What are you talking
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
These bitches coming in late.
NSF Visuals donated $1 through Super Chat. What up, Tony? Fire, 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 fire.
Okay. Racism is not the solution to everything or every problem. A few thoughts on the Ahmaud Arbery case. Now, I will agree, racism is not everything. But, in the race card and all that stuff we're talking about, but where I disagreed with this case in particular, that race did I believe that race played a part in this case. Mainly off the fact that if you was to replace Arbery with a white man, I don't think that there would be this chasing going on. There's a lot of news out there, and there's a lot of false news out there. And I've been checking the news. I've been searching for the bad stuff to confirm it or disprove of it. And there's a lot of things that have been false. Hold on. Yeah, okay, we're good. A lot of things have been false. Let's go ahead and break down some of these false things that have been stated. And once again, and things I have looked into further and further and have not been able to find nothing. So if you are able to find these things, please tweet at me so I can read and learn it myself. The first thing, that he was jogging 12 miles away from his house. Cecilia Hills was 12 miles away from his house. That's the first lie. Cecilia Hills is 2 miles away from his house. So there's the first house. The first thing that was stated that was not correct. Let me go ahead and tweet this out, by the way. Hold up. Let me do this real quick. Come on. I'm going to tweet this out. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. And I have a lot of things that Zaya was speaking on that I want to clear up, because there's a lot of things that he was stating that was not necessarily true as far as the case goes. Now, his opinion and his thoughts on everything as well, I won't really contest to that because that's his own personal beliefs. But I can give my honest opinion as well. But that's one. He didn't live 12 miles away. He lived 2 miles away. We did the map on the last show. We showed y'all that. I was on Tommy Sotomayor's show, and there was, to be believed, of a tool that dropped and all sorts of shit that dropped. As far as the police report that's been brought out to this date, there has not been anything that was stated by police that they found tools at the crime scene. Now, like I stated before, there is stuff that has not been released yet. So we are all in this right now, going left and right. We don't know yet what's fully finna come out. Right now, I might have to go live tomorrow to figure out and give my opinion on the news that broke, like today. That doesn't mean that I don't have the right to talk about it now. The coronavirus, from when I first talked about it till now, is totally changed. It's totally changed. It went from it being airborne to not being airborne to motherfuckers now their legs are swelling
Ooh, that
up.
pussy popping
Shit,
on a
that shit going
handstand.
crazy right now. Shout out to
Notch
Non
Customs donated $1 through Super
How you
Chat.
become a member?
How you become a member.
I'll tell you how to become a member, brother. Hold on 1 second. Shit, I'll help you out. What's going on? I'll tell you how to become a member right now. Shit. But this is an ongoing thing. Just like coronavirus. You talk about it this time and then something else. It's going to be things that you're going to learn. Some things that was once true that wasn't true. That's just how the shit goes. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't talk about it. So at the end of the day, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to put in the chat for you, my brethren, how to become a member. Jesse is calling me. Text me. I'm live. Leave me alone. Text me. I'm live. Yeah, let me goddamn do this last thing, man. I'm getting fucking fucked up because I got too much shit going on. All right, and I only got 2 monitors right now, thanks to fucking Asus. If you want to click that link, that's how you become a member. Now, I'm talking a lot right now. I'm not reading the chat because I want to get all this out, and then I want to get into the chat, and then we can take calls. I got the phone call shit working now. We can take calls in a few minutes. Everything. The phone calls are actually working now for real. So yeah, that with that being said, so there was no tools or anything going on. We can't find that. There's been no J-Dot, don't even worry about that. But let's talk about the facts, not about the what ifs right now. There has not been that. Unless you can tweet it to me. Tweet to me where there was tool found or him stealing something. And then again, how the fuck are you stealing tools wearing basketball shorts? Fuck, man. Am I running down the street with a hammer in my lap? I'm wearing basketball shorts and I got a hammer in my fucking thing. Like, or what? Am I running with sheetrock? Am I running with firewood? Guess what? Oh, he's casing the place. That even proves it to be worse now. You're casing the place. So you might be committing a crime later on, but you're not doing it now. I don't think this nigga is going to run and take a power drill or a hammer that you can go buy at motherfucking Home Depot for $2. I don't think that's really worth stealing. Hey, he might have. I'm just talking about based upon opinion right now, okay? But the tool thing is a lie. The next thing, and this is what Zaya actually stated. Zaya, and anybody out there, as far as we know right now at this moment, confirmed at this moment, there may be some brand new news. You could go search the net though. The only criminal history that he got is from high school when he brought a gun on campus. That's the only thing. The burglary stuff, all that shit, that's not true. That's not true. If it is, tweet me the link. Because I can't find it. I searched all throughout the net. I don't believe that's true. So that's that. The next thing, now, this is what Zaya has stated. And once again, like I said, this is why I make this more so about race. I don't believe if you put a white man in Satilla Shores jogging down the street or being seen even walking in, they would have probably thought that was the owner. There wouldn't have been a call from the get-go. But we're going to get to that. We are going to get to that because we might have a nice, like a cold cut turkey dry case here. But this is somewhat of a speculation, but I'm going to leave y'all with some homework tonight. Okay? We're going to leave y'all with some homework because y'all ain't been in school, so I'm going to give y'all some homework. Zaya said that the main reason why everybody was charged with this was due, like the reason why he believes the main reason people are going to jail right now is because of the public outrage. And I agree to a certain extent that is the case here. But the other state of the case is due to the fact that it's not being handled by Brunswick anymore because they weren't going to fucking do it. The recusal that was going on along with the COVID, it wasn't going to happen anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? There was too many ties going on. Too many people knew about Mr. Gregory, whatever, McMichael, whatever the fuck his name is, because he was once a DA and all that. We actually got some weird stuff I want to talk about with that as well. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to read this whole fucking article. But that wasn't going to happen. So the public outrage helped shine the light, and then that made the GBI step in to actually pursue the case. So it is the public outrage in a way, but it also is the fact that someone else took over that case. Because there's been times with public outrages that had happened, and that shit didn't do shit. Look at Mike Brown. Public outrage, but the county still took on the case. And with Michael Brown, he didn't even get past, it was public outrage, but they didn't even go to trial because they didn't find they could unreasonable doubt. What's it called before you go to trial? They had a thing that if he was found guilty, they would charge him and then he would go to trial. He didn't even get to that part. He didn't get past that part. What's up, Chunky? What's going on? You want a beer? So, outrage is one thing. So that made people want to pay attention to it more. Yes, I give you that. But there's been instances where outrage has occurred and it hasn't changed shit. You look at, like I stated, Mike Brown. Outrage occurred, but they wanted to take that shit and put it in a different county or something. They wanted a lot of stuff. None of that shit happened, and the cop was found not guilty and never went to trial. So, that's that. Moving on. Zaya, this is the most, and I'm not picking you apart, Zaya. This is because I actually watched your show. I haven't really watched anybody else's, so this is not just like going shot to you because I'm gonna talk about other stuff as well. But I just wanted to, like, because I told you I was gonna let you know what I thought about that. You stated that if there was no video behind this, there would have never been a case. Because basically the white men would have been. You said that there was no video, that the white dudes were pretty much done for. Like it would have been two white men killing them. They would have went to jail for murder. Zaya, come on, bro. This is the total opposite. If there was no video, the white we only had to call them the white guys, whatever. The McMichaels would have never they would have never been arrested. This would have been Trayvon Martin. The exact same thing. We seen what happened with Trayvon Martin. No video. Dude fucking traveling, following a black kid with a Arizona tea and Skittles, and ended up getting into it with the guy, and he killed him. No video, and that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like, done dotted. If this was the same thing, I don't think we would have had a case. Hell, let's put it this way. Zay, you said there was no video, there'll be no case almost. So there wasn't a video for pretty much since February. And what happened from February to May? No video, no arrest, chilling. As soon as the video comes out, now they get arrested. So if the video would have never came out, this shit would have been swept under the rug, Zay, the whole time. So I want you to call in too, Zay, if you get a chance, call in. But February to May, no video. You said you wanted to know what would happen if there was no video. Well, look between the months of February to May. What was going on? Niggas had the Easter with their family, motherfucking, chilling at the crib, working from home, whatever they doing. So if this would have never came out, I think it would have kept going on that way. Now, we're done with the Zaya part. Now we're back into the general public. The McMichaels has stated this as well, that there had been a string of robberies going on, and that this is one of the reasons why they chased after Ahmaud Arbery. And we're going to get to a fucking dagger point here. I might be wrong when I say this, but I'm going to say this with my heart, because I searched the internet for it, and off of about 10 websites, 10 articles, newspapers, and all that, I have only seen it on one. The other 10 had nothing to do with that. So and the one I saw it on, I don't even fucking know if it was a solidified source. But once again, if new stuff comes out, I will come back. Hey man, if in the day of this man, Arbery just beat the fuck out of somebody, was stabbing people, I'm all for it. Like, I'm calling what's right, what's wrong. But based upon what we know right now and what sources and what factual information is out right now, it's looking kind of weird. Okay, but Zaya, we're gonna actually state some sources here. What you just said. No arrests were made because they kept having issues with the prosecutors. The case hadn't even started yet. First off, we know in the criminal justice system how that shit handles out. That shit gets dragged out for months to months, if not years at this point. Especially if that would have kept going on and on. Hold on, no calls right now, not yet. All right, now the string of robberies, right? Wrong. Peep this. The last known burglary in the neighborhood happened on January 1st, more than 7 weeks before February 23rd, an incident that ended Arbery's life at the age of 25. Now, let me see. Now, that January 1st burglary that happened, that's the last one. So from January to where Arbery died, there was no burglaries going on. There was no strings of robberies. But peep this. The New York Daily Police report states that a 9mm pistol was stolen from an unlocked truck outside the home of Gregory and Travis McMichael, the father and son that were charged with the murder. So, there was no string of robberies. The last known robbery was from the McMichaels, who got their pistols stolen out of their car. Okay? So, they're pissed off more than likely from that happening in January. They're on alert for the rest of the months, looking around. Now, listen clearly, because I want y'all to understand something. We are using the whole view. When people, they're like, the McMichaels are like this, we're like this. We can see peripherals. They only see straight a shot, right? Now pay attention. The day of the crime, Arbery is seen inside of a house. Police are calling people talking about a black person is inside of a house and all that, right? Can we find a report where it says the McMichaels saw Arbery in the house? Because as far as every investigative and every report that I've seen on the internet, all that was said that they saw was a black man running down the street. That is it. They did not see him in a house. They saw a man running down the street. We saw a black male hauling ass. He's hauling ass down the street. So we know what he was doing before they saw him, but they don't know what he was doing before that. Do you get what I'm saying? If I go outside right now and kill the first person I see, and we find out later that that person had just got done killing somebody, I didn't know that he did that. Are they going to say, oh, well, you don't know, but he just killed somebody, so by you killing him, you're now not guilty. You're not guilty for killing this guy because he killed someone down the street, but you didn't know that he did that. They didn't know that he was in the house. There was other police reports from other people that saw that. Now, find it for me and tweet it, and I will say I'm sorry. We know where he was at, where he was coming from. We know all the shit that led up to his death. We know that because we're getting all the shit in the puzzle. But the McMichaels didn't know where he was coming from. They didn't know he stopped at the house. All they knew was they were sitting on their porch and saw a black man hauling ass. So, based upon their vision, they are not right if that's the case. They chased a black man because they saw him running down the street. Not because they knew about like these niggas don't know that dispatchers are called, yeah, we got a black man in the neighborhood. Oh shit, my man's just, it wasn't, all they did was they were sitting on the porch, saw the black man hauling ass. Now, if there is a report where they seen down the street, way down there, they see a black man go on there and they're like, what the fuck? And then he start running down the street. Now I'm like, oh, okay, something's weird going on. They seen the whole thing being knocked out. But from what is being reported, they did not ever see the man in the house. Them. So, what's going on? Huh? Yeah, I know that, Neo. Listen to 911 call, and they are saying they are worried. Bro, I'm getting calls. Like, hold on, man. All right. Now, I'm ready to dive into the chat. Because are we ready to talk? Is anybody ready to talk? This is, you could call this not race, whatever you want to call it. But Sean, you just said it. Racial profiling was done in this act. Racial profiling doesn't necessarily always mean racism, but it could be somewhat in the part. If you live in a white neighborhood and you see a black man, and you know that a black man doesn't live in this neighborhood, then there's suspicion. Then you see him jogging and you start tying in, oh, black man run. Then it starts getting kind of weird. Daniel Blake, thank you. Understand what I'm saying, guys. When I said they're seeing like this, we're seeing like this. We know from the start to the finish. We know all this information.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Hold on, y'all are calling
Daniel Blake
Michigan,
donated
Oregon.
$2
Relax.
through Super
Let
Chat.
me goddamn spit.
So they
I'll let
just
you know.
chased him down for no
I'll let
reason.
you know. I'm gonna let you call in because I'm feeling this shit. Start, finish. I know all the information. I know everything. They were at the scene of the crime. All they know is this. They don't have the peripherals. All they know is this. Now, like I stated, if information comes out that they saw a black man going into a house down the street and then they seen him run past, that's different. But I cannot find that. I cannot fucking find it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. If you can send it to me, please, because I want to fix it. I want to fix my wording. But right now, as far as we know, when you check what they said, they seen a black man hauling ass down the street. I don't give a fuck what he was doing afterwards because this is them. What the other people are talking about, they don't know, like they didn't know that, so we can't tie that into the fact. Like I stated, if I go out and just kill the first person I see, and we find out later that he was robbing people, that has nothing to do with you can't tie that in. Now, if I knew that he just killed somebody and I shot him to help, there might be something a little bit different you can bring to the case. So, now you take away the fact that they just seen a black man hauling ass down the street. Now they chased him for suspicion. Now it's like all the whole fucking story is crumbled now at this point. You don't have no right to do nothing. Hell, at the end of the day, if he did steal or whatever, he didn't have no right to die. Now, if you want to protect your neighborhood because of this and that, that's fine. But like I said before, guys, there was no string of robberies. The last one was from the McMichaels. So, they got their gun stolen. Who knows what? Now I'm hearing there's a nighttime video of him inside of there or whatever. Well, report stated, let me read this. This is from the Washington Post again, I think. I know the one I seen was CNN. Guess what the CNN reported here? This is this report from very, very reliable sources. I know we hate CNN politically, but whatever. Let me tell you this. Y'all ready to hear this one? Hold on. Let me find it. Did Arbery commit a crime that day? He has not been accused of one. His mother said, okay, while Greg McMichael told police that there had been a string of burglaries in the neighborhood, Glenn County Police Department Lieutenant Cherry Bachelor said that there only had been one, a gun stolen from an unlocked car in front of McMichael's home in more than 7 weeks prior to the shooting. McMichael said he also, let me see. So this is where, okay, now I found it. Now this is where the only report that I seen about them saying they saw him in the house. And it was from CNN. McMichael said he saw Arbery inside of a home that was being built, which is backed by a video. But the owner of the home told CNN he did not see Arbery commit any crime other than trespassing on the day of the shooting. So, I don't know where the fuck these McMichaels were at. I would like to know the full story and everything. Did they see him go in the house? Did they not? You look at every other post. I think CNN was the only one that I've heard them say that McMichael saw them go into a home. Because the first 911 call and then the video we seen from the outside of them going in there was from a totally different person, supposedly. The second call was from the son or from the dad or whatever on the back of the pickup truck. So we need to know the string of events here. But that being said, if it comes out that they didn't know about that shit. Now, they're stating that, but they didn't know about that shit. It's going to be some problems. Let me speculate. And I hate to speculate here because this is a real event. But I'm going to read to you some shit. And this is why I might, feel how I feel. These guys are dealing with people that are on their side. District attorneys look out for one another. You want to believe it or not. So, could they've been warned or been warranted that that Arbery was on video going in and they used that story to back up their story? Who's to say? We'll find out more. Let me read this last thing and we can dive into the motherfucking call. We got 235 in the chat and we only got 61 likes and I'm not really liking it. I'm about to end the show right now. We need 100 right now. I'm about to end this motherfucking show. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? 235 in this bitch. You feel me? Okay. let me tell y'all. Let me read this shit. Cause supposedly, they wanted to arrest. They wanted to arrest them. I just want to make sure if I read this off, I want this shit to be back. Cause I don't want to say no weird shit. Let's see. It was on something. I feel like it was on the Washington Post, but. So here it goes. Yeah, let's just read it. So this is the Washington Post. According to police report, Gregory McMichael saw retired police detective saw Arbery jogging and believed he looked like a suspect in break-ins in the neighborhood. Okay, well, sir, there's no break-ins in the neighborhood. The last break-in was in January, 7 weeks ago at your house, so there's not like recent, and it was your gun in the car. So I would like to know which ones happened prior. Are you still pissed off about someone jugging in your car, and you just was expecting it, or do you have some visual proof as well? Can we get some more black people going in the houses in that neighborhood? That's all I want. Send that shit to me, and I can start speculating with you. Until then, I want to see some black men going in motherfucking houses and breaking into houses in that neighborhood. You start bringing that to the table, now you got a case for me. Now you got me speculating and wondering, okay, maybe that's why they were chasing your ass. But I need to see that. McMichael saw his son that said they called armed himself with a handgun, chased Arbery in a truck according to police reports, shouted, stop, stop, stop. And the case has been assigned. Alexa, make an announcement.
What's the announcement?
It's inside the studio, Tony and Nikki studio, on the white table. Sorry, y'all. Alright, so I want to find this one that was stating like it was some weird shit, but I want to make sure, I want to read it off, because we reading off, motherfuckers reading off 12 miles away from his home, and that he had he was robbing motherfuckers before, there's a whole bunch of shit floating, hammers on the ground and tools, so let's read off one of these weird ones as well then, fuck it. Let me see, Ahmaud, Arbery. Let me see. Is it what? Yeah, okay, this is the Washington Post. So where the fuck is it? Man, where is this at where I just seen this shit, man? Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay. Alright. Let me get back to it. Alright. Last week, alright, the case passed. Okay, here it goes. Alright, showing them. Last week, a graphic video of final moments of Arbery's life went viral, showing him jogging the suburban road in February with two unarmed white men approaching him in a pickup truck. The younger then tussle, gunshots boom. The case passed through two prosecutors who recused themselves because of previous work connections with McMichael. We know about that. And is now being handled by the GBI and District Attorney Tom Durden of the neighboring Atlantic Judicial Circuit. The state attorney general had pled to investigate local officials' handling of young black man's killings. Critics, including Glenn County commissioners calling for federal probe, say the two prosecutors who publicly recused themselves also privately told police to delay or refrain from arresting the McMichaels. Gregory McMichael had been an investigator for the county's district attorney's office. Before that, a county police officer. Those connections sparked cries that criminal justice communities was looking out for its own. Durden, the third district attorney assigned to the case, said he would present it to a grand jury. That's what it was, grand jury.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Ron's other alter ego donated $2 through Super Chat. My alter ego always giving out misinformation, clinking beer mugs.
Now, let me see. Within 38 hours, signed the case. Yeah. Basically, I can't find the word for word. If I need to go find it, I can. But basically, they were trying to arrest them at that moment, and they were like, "Nah, don't arrest them," because they knew who they were. They were trying to, the cops had probable cause to arrest them on the scene. That's what it was. Okay, 11 alive. Here we go. Another great, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Another one. Let me see. I'm trying to find this. I want to just read that part out to y'all. Goddamn, I hate that. I can't find this shit so fast. I should have had that one. No, that's not it either then. I seen one where the cops had probable cause to arrest them, but they were told not to. Probable cause. I want to read it off. While we do that, let's take some calls. Y'all been goddamn blowing my shit up. Let's take some fucking calls, man. If you disagree, call in. If you agree, call in. You feel me? Call tech support. But what I've seen is that they had the proper cops had enough evidence to arrest them, but they didn't. Boy, if them boys didn't see that man in that house, why the fuck did they follow him? Because he was running? Come on now, talk to me, chat. All right, here we go. Hello? Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm going to call that person back. I got my shit working. It better work. I know I got my shit working. I just fucking did it. I just called myself. Do I have to do this every time? I just did it. Hello?
Big Tony.
Yo.
Big Tony.
Yo, you hear me?
You hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
What's going on?
You hear me?
Yes, sir. What's good?
Not much. I'm just driving back home. Just got out of work.
I feel you. What's the word?
Well, I saw the notification, man. You were live, so I clicked in, tapped in. Just hearing your podcast, bro, while going home. But hey, did you hear about? Did you see that article? On the two white dudes, like their supporters and shit.
Yeah, I seen that. Supposedly, what my man here talking about is there's an article where the dad was at a KKK rally. Is that what you're talking about? In Rome, Georgia, in 2015 or something?
Fuck. Damn, I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about...
No.
Oh. Now, go ahead.
I didn't know that, but, bro, I didn't know that shit. But I'm talking about, like, there's like a GoFundMe, I think, that, like, supports them. Like, and they got, like, 7 members on that bitch.
Yeah, that always happens, though. I'm not surprised.
Hey, bro, but have you read the description? It's like, the black man couldn't follow simple orders. It's like,
I'm gonna look and see. Yeah, I'm gonna go look for that.
I'm like, bro, who are these people to be giving out like people commands? Like,
I don't know.
Dude.
I mean, when they retire, once they retire from the arrest, that's when the motherfuckers start feeling like when they retire from the police department, they still feel like they still got that type of entitlement.
Yeah, for real. Like, bro, no one's gonna take a command from a regular ass person, bro. Like, no one.
Exactly.
Like, why did this man have to take commands from these two? Like, that makes no damn sense. I can't believe there's 7K people on that shit too.
Damn, I'm gonna see if I can find it or not, but I'm gonna look into it, man. I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Won't you call me? Have a good one, bro.
All right, brother. All right. Feel free to call in. Let me see. I can't find that one. I seen it, but I don't see that bitch no more. Yes, citizen's arrest is legal. It is legal in Georgia, Zaya. But in order to do it, you have to catch them in the act. That is back to what I was saying earlier, is if they caught him in the act of being in that house, of trespassing. Which, by following multiple police reports, all they saw was him hauling ass down the street. And they said, hey, look at him. Let's go get him. They hopped in their car and left. Think about it. All right. Okay. Hold on. There it goes again. This was my brains working. I want to find out where that construction house was versus where was the house of the McMichaels. Because they went in their house, grabbed their guns, got in their car, and then started driving, right? So was the construction house here and their house there that they could see him doing that? Or did they just see him hauling ass down the street? In order to do... But Zaya, see, you might have came in too late. There's footage of that, yes. But they don't know that footage. They didn't see that footage. How did they know that he was in that house? How did McMichaels and them know that he just came from a house if all they did was see him running down the street? How did they know anything about that? You might have missed it a little earlier, Zaya, but like I said it before, if I go and just randomly walk outside and shoot the first person I see, and it come to find out that person had just killed somebody up the street, the cops are going to say, "Oh, well, he just killed somebody up the street, and you killed him. Well, you're good now. We're not gonna charge you with murder because we're not gonna charge you with murder. That don't matter unless they saw him doing it. That's different. The person that had them called the first time, that's the difference. Save Turtle. There you go. They got lucky. 2 storylines connected. Which, if they are connected to the DA, more than likely, when they get in that, they don't say nothing to the cops. They talk, hey, man, listen, the guy you killed, yeah, he was just on camera. We had him on camera a couple miles back. And, now, we could probably figure out how to make this story connect. That's speculation. I'm just saying, though. These motherfuckers take care of their own, the DA and people, anybody previously. We had my cop friend call in. To do a citizen's arrest, you have to catch the person in the crime to do it. I need to see you slap the fuck out of that woman for me to do citizen's arrest on you. I can't just speculate and be suspicious and go do it. If we need to pull up the law, we can. All right. Hello? So, okay, hold on. This is weird because this is the second time this is happening. It's like I can't.
Call from.
It's your boy.
What's going on?
What to do, what?
What's good, brother?
Hey, no, man. Hey, I like what you're doing on how you breaking it down, man. You're doing it right.
Wait, is this Slick? I just realized
this
Slick.
50,
My bad.
baby.
Yeah, my bad, Slick. I seen the area code. Just caught this.
Yeah.
It's not my phone, so I don't see your name and shit. I heard.
Okay, I got you.
But do you get what I'm saying, Slick? By how the points of the perspectives are different, right? We're seeing it as an open perspective.
I did it on mine. I did mine on this, I think, day before yesterday. Mm-hmm. New York Times have reported that they have been calling on this boy since February. Okay, the neighborhood has. And all of them start off with the same thing. There's a black boy running around the neighborhood. And there was one that even said which confirmed what his mom said, that he liked looking at houses and all this shit. Mm-hmm. One of them even stated that he's just staring at the house. The now one said, what is he doing? He's just staring at the house. And then he takes off. Oh, there he goes. He's running again. So I mean, like, you could find the calls with no problem.
Peep this. I found this one now.
That pussy popping on a handstand.
I just got some new news.
XX Musical Boobs donated $5 through Super Chat. To make a citizen arrest in Georgia, it has to be a felony. Even if he did steal stoles, that wouldn't have been a felony, so they had no rights to chase.
Right, I read that too.
So, okay, I appreciate that donation.
But here is different. Here is different.
But peep this though. I've seen a couple of reports. Let me just Google it real quick while we're on the phone, and let me see how many other.
They got like a couple of them with audio, and then some of them you have to read.
Nah, but I'm about to tell you some shit that's crazier. Okay. If you Google these 3 words, you're gonna see it all on Insider, Fox News, 11 Alive. They're all Wikipedia. Okay. Guess what? Guess what he wanted to be when what he was trying to pursue a career in?
What, carpenter?
Electrician.
Carpentry.
Electrician.
See, there you go.
What is?
And I'm about to hit you with something else though.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Check this out though. That video, the police have been sent that video. Been sent it 2 months prior to this. The dude who owned that house, he's never stole nothing from the house. The video, he didn't just install them cameras. They could have been, if they wanted to get that boy for trespassing, they could have been got, but he never took nothing. Each 911, almost, not each one, but almost all the 911 calls, ask each person, is he doing anything wrong? They could never say he's doing anything wrong. I really agree with you is the fact of this. I think the McMichael dude, his gun got stolen. He wants to figure out who the fuck stole his gun. And he saw him, and he had to be the one to do it. But that don't mean that he did it, though. And then also I read that the report that he gave initially to the first DA dude, right, which Senior worked for, okay? He said that they pulled up on the side of him while he was jogging and told him to stop, right? Now, like, I forgot who this was I read, man, but he said, like he said, it don't make sense. If you stop me, and I know y'all got guns, and you yell on me to stop, why the hell I'm going to keep running towards your truck then if I know y'all got pistols?
Yeah.
All right? And then on top of that, if you go back, now he said that he had to speed up this, that, and the third, right? Go back and look at the video. The car is in park. The door is already cocked halfway, almost open. They was already up there waiting on him.
Yeah.
So nothing adds up at all.
Roadblock.
Right. Nothing adds up at all. And then I'm just finding out today, the reason we don't know about the second DA who picked up the case, he didn't want it because he worked with the son. But he still threw his he still threw his 2 cents in. Now, this ain't just one side from me because now me and Ryan saw the boy record, but for some reason they didn't got that off the web. I'm telling you, we can't find the boy record nowhere. He did bring a gun to a school. It wasn't like what everybody thought it was a basketball game. I don't know. It didn't say that. It just said he had a gun.
5 years probation though. That's it. That's all I can find.
But then he did steal a car, and it was something else. But now you can't find that. You can't find it. Even Ryan saw it. He was like, but now when you would, because like it was on New York Times when he clicked, and I just seen you to a bunch of spam shit.
Yeah. But
it was on there right up on where the police report, and so it was available for some reason. Now it's gone. And like you said, this wouldn't have happened, man. Like what you saying, they were sitting at home for 2 months, bro. Eating nachos, doing the hell they want to.
Hold on, Josh. See, this is what I'm saying, Josh. I want this. He is on video in the house at least 4 times, even at night. Where is that video? Send me the night one.
I don't know.
Can I get the night video,
I want to see
it. Tweet me it.
I want to see it too.
Just tell me.
Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of missed stuff coming out.
Because I keep hearing these. I'm trying to find this shit. Josh, send it to me. Let's watch it right now. Where's the night video?
Because all I've read was this was before I even seen this video. The cops had been seeing video. You get what I'm saying? They've been seeing video. They've been onto this boy. It ain't like, oh, this is just happening. This is 2 months.
Q-Pop.
Like I said, the first DA, they was friends.
10 miles what? 10 miles? What are you talking about 10 miles, Q-Pop? Can you explain to me what 10 miles? Because I think you haven't been listening either. What is 10 miles? Tell me that. Send me that. Tweet it to me, Tony Dutois. I want to see it. I want to really see it. I don't want to contest you. I want to see it. Go ahead. My bad.
It's all good. But then on top of that, like I said, the police been seen the video. They could have been clipped that boy if they wanted to. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, I don't want to call it modern day lynching, but at the end of the day, bro, it is what it looked like. Cause check this out. If the daddy really didn't want that to go down, his son shouldn't have got out with the strap. All right, for people who saying that boy should have ran, shouldn't approach him, like I tell everybody, if you ain't never been drew down on, it's a such thing as being too close. It's like you done or you done, nigga. If I turn around, you gonna shoot me, or I'm gonna fight for my life, bro. That's just how it really goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like but like I say, it's everybody on the outside looking in. But more stuff come out, it just make it look more guilty. You got senior work for the first DA, the son worked for the second DA. They covering up, and then on top of that, you was right. The people pushed it, but then Biden get on Twitter, nigga was like, "This is an overshare case. That's murder." And then all of a sudden the next day, GBI step in, and then it proves another lie. It was a cover up because you said it yourself. You said that they said they couldn't arrest them because of what? They couldn't they couldn't get a grand jury, and they couldn't because of Corona, right?
Yep.
Now, peep this. Like I tell everybody, pay attention to the small details, my friend. Dude's not a cop no more. You don't need a grand jury.
Yeah.
He's not a cop no more. They were still trying to treat him as a cop, but the GBI stepped in. Miraculously, we can arrest people now.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? It was a cover-up, bro. That's why I said in the comments, man, this is an open shut case, bro. At the least, the boy gonna get involuntary manslaughter, bro. And the daddy can get conspiracy because he didn't try to stop the situation. He could have, in that video, he should have been yelling, "Put the gun down" or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, don't do that. Instead, he went to reach for his 357, which nobody talks about.
Yeah.
I mean,
at the end of the day, like
I could leave. You could leave race out of it if you could put race in it because I believe it plays a part. But at the same time, you could actually leave it out of it because it's a clear-cut case. Y'all just killed the person for no reason.
Let me see. I'm going to this channel he's talking about. Hold on. Plant Side District. I'm on that on where is it at, Neo? Point to me. I'll just have it up here. We'll wait on Neo.
Now I keep seeing video that somebody had boots on and stuff.
All right, GBI.
You see that?
Huh?
You see that little talking about he had boots on.
Yeah,
and he ain't got no boots on. Oh, dumb stuff, man.
So this video's the night video? What are you hold on, man. Where's the
video of this
from the
okay,
GBI
hold on.
videos.
Okay.
Played a role in both the initial Glynn County investigation, where charges were not filed against the McMichaels, as well as the following GBI investigation, where felony murder charges were filed.
Hold on.
Now the question is whether it played a role in both the initial Glynn County investigation, where charges were not filed against the McMichaels, as well as the following GBI investigation, where felony murder charges were filed.
You gotta look at the other one. Look at
when
the other
the
one
GBI
first.
took over the case after a public outcry, they released this state video of the shooting. She tracked down the property owner to get the clip.
We started to try to figure out.
News for Jack's I-Team reporter Kelly Wiley.
That's what I'm talking
She
about.
tracked down the property owner to get the clip.
We started to try to figure out how to touch with the
okay, now look at that bill today.
Really
He looks a little swole, but at the same time, do look like same clothing and stuff, though.
And the owner tracked down numerous videos.
So numerous videos
of what all appear to be the same man walking through this
home
as far back as October 2019. Here's a side-by-side of the final video of the site and the shooting video that happened that same day.
Right there, there's no shirt.
The man in both appears
down at the bottom, there is a shirt.
Yeah, okay, so one thing you did say, though, right? One thing you did say, this video here on the left is the video the same day. There's no fucking boots on his feet, so that little thing you said.
Right, ain't no boots, right.
Yeah.
And the shooting video
but
that happened that
these
same
could be the
day,
videos that the
the man in both appears to be in the same clothing, but so far, News for Jax has yet to receive confirmation that this is...
But I'm going to tell you something, though. I'm about to tell...
I just want to know one thing. I want to know one thing because it's going to be... This is the problem here still, right now, this problem. We're seeing these videos. How did the McMichaels know about these videos? Did they know about
Exactly.
I don't think they knew about these videos because this is the owner of the property. I don't, unless the owners sending out
campaign, though.
Unless the motherfucking owners sending out newsletters like, guys, here's videos of people going
Arbery in the home.
The third thing is, though, the third thing out of all this, did he steal anything out of all those videos?
Exactly, and that's why I said the dude when they asked dude, he said it didn't. He said that, and the cops didn't see no videos, but at the same time, though, this is like what they did to Mike Brown.
The initial
they about to come over all stuff out the woodwork.
Investigation where charges were not filed against the McMichaels,
it's gonna be a reason
as well
like
as the following GBI investigation for felony murder charges.
I could see why, with his record, why he approached him, tried to fight that man with the gun. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's gonna be a smear campaign. It's coming. So they making this look like the way it's looking like this. Because he got shirt. Look, he got shirt on the bottom right.
Yeah.
So these are all different. These are different. These ain't the same video.
Exactly. No, I understand that. That's weird. I mean, look, like right now, I'm happy that somebody brought me some new evidence. Thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
One thing I'm gonna say,
that's
I don't know what
do
the
it.
fuck he was doing at a house. No shirt is at nighttime. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
That nigga might have been. I don't know. That's weird. Now that's weird to me. I don't know what the hell he was doing. But
yeah, that's 100.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
that's 100. But it's until you prove it wrong, though. Like you said, because the dude never reported nothing stolen. Like I said, I ain't making this shit up. Dude said nothing ever came stolen. Not that video. Like, that just proved what I just said. Dude said that camera did not just get put up. The camera been there. They've been calling on. Ain't that never been stolen? So
Neo said he had mental issues, that he was talking to himself in them videos.
He might have. We never know though.
That's
but
what I mean. Looked
his
weird
mom
to me.
said that.
Yeah,
but what's weird about it though, and it's another thing you can go back to it. His mom must knew what he was going to do because she said that he was a fan of the house because of the bare bones. So she knew that the house was just being built. That was her word. She said bare bones. If you do construction, you know what bare bones mean when it comes to a crib.
Now I'm thinking of
so she even knew.
Wait, Neo. I said I'm about to call him Neo-Nazi because that's why I don't like your name, Neo.
Oh Lord.
His name's Neo. I don't know what the fuck. My bad, but yeah, I don't like the name. But he's saying stuff he's saying things that could possibly come. I mean, the dude might have had mental issue. Maybe that's why he attacked the guy with a shotgun. Doesn't warrant nothing. But I'm just saying we don't know what could come out of this. They did say that they did say they did a criminal background of his mental psychology, whatever the fuck it was, but nothing's came out yet with that.
Bruh, all that stuff sometimes come from. Like I said, if you ain't never been drew down on, you can't make it. I've been drew down on, man, close, dude. Either you gonna hit that man arm and try to run. I'm not finna turn around because you gonna try to shoot me. It's either I'm finna try to get that gun, knock you out the way, something, bro. It's not like the boy had ample space. Think about it. When he got out the car, the boy went to the left, and then the black dude went to the right. When they met up at the head of that truck, he was already within about 2 feet of him.
Yeah.
What was he supposed to do?
Yeah.
What was he supposed to do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, Slick, but what really happened was Buddy hopped out the car and aimed the shotgun at his fucking face, and that's when the car behind that was recording and Arbery veers to the right because he pulls the shotgun up at him, and I can show.
Okay.
Yeah, I can show it again.
I believe
if you want to look. But the dude actually pulls up his arm like this, and then you see Arbery.
And I want to clear this.
Go ahead.
You saying it's slick, but did you grab the gun? No, I hit the gun right on my mama. Still got the pants where the bullet went through the calf of the pants, bro. I hit the gun and dipped. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dude. You don't have time to think in the moments like that. You just gonna do what you got to do. But I did want to say this though. Somebody said that about leaking the video. Dude was sharing that video. It got to that lawyer. The lawyer actually worked in the DA office with McMichael cases, and he leaked the video. The actual lawyer leaked that video.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
somebody was saying that the driver leaked the video. He was sharing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was funny.
And I hate to say it, but let's just be 100. Slick, that video video looks a certain way depending on the person whose hands is in. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Like if you are someone who just be like are looking like if you first of all if you racist, you're gonna look at it as self-defense off the rip, okay? And if you are somebody who wants to say Black Lives Matter, you're gonna see it as a straight up murder. Like we're gonna understand that. Then there's a middle where
that's why you gotta look from a neutral point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta look exactly. So we don't.
I'm just saying.
I don't know what point these McMichaels and the guy behind them stand. I don't want to call them racist, but I know, like I stated before, I will call it racial profiling at the end of the day. I want to know about. I want to know how long these motherfuckers knew about this. Did they see him that day doing it, or they were like, "Oh, we've seen him before doing it, and we want to stop him now"? Like I'm confused. I want to know the true story. And they said there's the guy said there's.
Well, it's premeditated when you go in your house and get your gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not painting a narrative around. I'm going off what I see in the video. The truck was clearly parked to block the road. It don't match their story. I'm just picking their story apart. I'm not creating nothing. I'm not saying it was birds out that day. It was old people walking. I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying what clearly is what's in that video. And for them to even think, if y'all want to stop that man, jump him then. Hold him down till the cops get there. You can do citizen, like here, you can do citizen arrest, but you can't have a gun. A gun cannot be involved.
Yo, Neo, man, you seem like you know goddamn everything. We need you to call in there so you explain it, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold your line, bro.
All right, bro.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Hey, keep doing what you do, boy.
All right. Man.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
You need to call in, man.
Daniel Blake donated $2 through Super Chat. They seen the old videos, maybe that's why they chased.
Maybe they did. They seen the old video. They saw old videos, and then they got their shit broken into in January. So all that now in the see how I'm willing to break it down. Like I said, what I said earlier. I see what Neo brought to the table. Now it's making sense where they could have seen it before. Now with them seeing it before, and then their shit getting broken into their actual fucking car, now they're painting their own narrative of like, we've gotten our pistols stolen out the car. There's a guy that's going in this one house and is looking around randomly at night. You put those two together. Now it's suspicion. They catch the nigga running down the street. Hey man, let's go talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Neo, just tell me. Look, oh my God, Neo, man. Hold up, bro. We kind of did all this yesterday, Neo. I understand he was running. He turned around, went back the other way. I know a lot of the stuff you're going to be trying to break down. And I know where the house is at, too. It's 2019 Cecilia Shores. Hello. Man, do I have to do this shit every fucking time?
Call from.
Hello.
Calling D2. Wow, what's good, bro?
What's going on, Ron?
Man, I ain't calling in to make no long ass statement or nothing like that. All I'm saying is, do you see what I'm saying now when I say none of us was there, none of us know the story. The story is gonna change, evidence gonna come out and shit like that. So now, the more we talk about it every day, something new is added, and then you starting to see it from both points of view, right?
Yeah, I understand that. But the thing is, Ron, as us being who we are, I feel like we get that we can do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, me and you was talking about coronavirus. We didn't know shit, and we had to talk about it and learn and go through the process. This ain't no different case of the fact. You know what I'm saying? We learned about stuff. What we thought about in the beginning versus what we think now are two different things. You feel me? Both of us think, and we learned some fuck shit and everything about it. So this is the same way I take that approach. Like we go, and I feel like there's gonna be more shit that's gonna come to light. So yeah, I agree with you on that. I never disagreed with that, but based upon where I was at when we first talked and where we at now, like things have changed here and there. The main thing that I think me and you both agree about is that he shouldn't have been killed. That's the first thing. But all this other shit, like, yeah, we have our disagreements on certain things here and there. But I mean, I'm seeing other sides too at the same time. Like that night video was weird. That was weird right now. I can't lie. That was like, what the fuck? So
yeah, like I'm basically saying, like I said, I won't make a decision what happened until everything comes out. Cause like if you look at the video of him going into their house, you know what I'm saying, that's being built. Depending on where you was raised, that's a negative thing or an okay thing. In the hood, if somebody goes into a house that's being built, that means that they stealing copper, tools, whatever they can to make some money. Yeah. Now, how it works in the suburbs, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that area, though, Ron, was fucking money. So I looked up the houses. They're going for like around $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 over there. And where he lived at across the street, like an interstate, his house is going for about 150, 170. Huh?
No, I was talking to somebody on Call of Duty. Now, I'm saying now, yeah, I heard what you said. I heard everything you said.
Yeah. So maybe it's normal. That's where it's like, okay, it is normal in a good neighborhood, like you said, but him being black, that don't look normal in that neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because that's where I'm like, that's where the race card can be played. People don't want it to be played, but like, I feel like that's it. Like, if you put a white man in that man's shoes, that shit ain't awkward. It ain't weird. But you put a black man, like, whoa, we don't see black men around here like that normally. And I know that kid don't live over here, and let me call the cops. And then you unfold, and now where we're at now. So I feel like we can't ignore and say that race wasn't played his part in this whole situation. Now, being racist, I feel like I can't fully say it. But racially profiling, I feel comfortable saying that. You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm saying I understand what you're saying. Like, it still go back to me. I'm not picking sides until I get all the story of what's going on. Because later, when people that's jumping out the window, they be quick to change their opinion. Once the evidence come out, and it showed it, but it was probably over there stealing or broken somebody's shit before, then everybody gonna change their opinion.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with at least me doing that. Like, I'm not here saying let's kill these motherfuckers, hang them, and all that. And I wouldn't say nothing like that. But based upon what we're seeing, everybody's making. I mean, people are making their judgments about the white man, and people are making the judgment about the black man. Like, people are saying that kid out there's a hoodlum, this and that. People going and then when the shit come out either way, everybody gonna have to fix their statements. But I mean, I'm cool with that at the end of the day. Like, based upon what I'm seeing now, I'm just giving my opinion based upon the evidence is being revealed now, and from the video from the videos we got now versus the videos we got the other day, it's definitely warranted some questioning. I mean, those night videos are a little bit more questioning to me. But
I ain't got no more questions until I need more evidence. Yeah, because
sure.
Like I'm saying, can't nobody say what they'll do if they're in that situation.
Yeah.
A lot of people say they'll do this or they would have did this or did that. You can't say nothing to you in that situation. So I don't want to hear that from what somebody else paint a narrative for that dude because you weren't in that situation. That's not true. You weren't there.
Yeah. Well, one thing I would say that we kind of spoke on, me and you spoke on this. We spoke on it, but like you just said it, like being in that situation. I think the message that I want to relay to black people in general, us, is that we need to stop giving these motherfuckers reasons or the availability to kill us. Like putting ourselves in certain situations, to even allow a slight available spot for something like this to happen. You feel me? So whether it's trying to fight them, or just ignore, I don't know. I don't know what we could have did, like you said, in this situation, but I do find like a lot of times there is always some type of other option that we could have taken. But at the same time, we're not in that position. So
ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Point that,
Ron's other alter ego donated $2 through Super Chat. Ron sounds like he received a 20-year education. Lamau.
Since this happened, everybody feel like they know him, like they met him before and know his personality and what type of person he is because this happened.
Well, we will see how this shit unfolds, and I'll be tuned in to see your opinion about it at the end of the day. I don't know how long this shit gonna take, but we'll see how it unfolds in the new information that comes out. I mean, I'm gonna keep it rolling out till everything's out, until it's all said and done. I appreciate you calling in, though, bro.
All right, be easy, bro.
Yes, sir. Ron's other alter ego with the donation $2. Come on now, man. Why y'all gotta be trolling with the people on the phone, man? Ron sound like he received a 20. You need to call in, Ron. Other alter ego, because you pretty you got some. I would like to hear what you got to say. All right, now I want to try to do what Neo's talking about, because he's talking about it over and over. But one thing that's very important to me with this whole thing, guys, that I at least feel like, is that if we don't treat this shit right, you guys don't understand what this does. Furthermore, this allows. Hello? All right, I gotta fix this shit.
Call from.
Hello? Hello?
Tony?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Tony, man? This is Melvin.
What's going on, Melvin?
I was in the chat a couple of days ago.
I remember you in the chat, yes,
and,
sir.
You were talking to Uncle Ruckus. That's what I call him. You call him Ron. That's Uncle Ruckus. But so I had said that you were dumb as fuck for talking to him for that long.
Yeah.
And at the end, you said that you respected his perspective.
Yes.
And I'm just calling in to say the reason why I said that is because this shit is real emotional, man. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
When you see that video and you see that man get gunned down like that and his body drop to the ground like that, this just, man, I was furious, man. And to hear, hold on, man, let me calm down.
Go ahead and say it, bro. I'm not gonna take any offense what you got to say. If you tell me how you felt about me, go ahead.
No, it's not nothing towards you. It's just that you let him go on, spewing that garbage he was spewing for so long, and it's just like, come on, man. This Trayvon Martin, all these people who done been killed over the last 2 or 3 years, 4 years, however long it's been going on, it's reaching a boiling point, man. It's like people are pissed off, man. It's getting to the point where something negatives was going to happen for real, like a race war or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to let Uncle Ruckus just get on here and just talk that, come on, Tony, you know what he was saying was wrong. Everybody in the chat knows what he was saying is wrong. And that's just what made me upset, man. You let him spew that garbage on the airlines for everybody to hear, and then some people might run with that narrative. You know what I'm saying? And that's just why us as a people, it seems like we can't come together, man, because it's always somebody like Uncle Ruckus out there that's just going, you know what I'm saying, that's going to belittle our whole cause. You know what I mean? Come on, man, we got to stick together.
Now, Melvin, I appreciate this. I appreciate your call, and I love that, you know, you didn't totally agree with something I did. That's the great thing. First thing foremost, let me agree with you, though, and that's what I was about to say before you called. My first thing I was about to say is that this case is very important because if these men get away with it, basically you're now proving that you can be Trayvon Martin and get away with it, and you can be Trayvon Martin and have a video and still get away with it. So that means that, nigga, like, we sat here and thought, like, damn, Trayvon Martin, this and that, like, we didn't know, like, we heard, but we only had a video, like, we would have saw it and we would have felt it. Now we had the video and we still, more than likely, who knows, these people might walk away. They damn near already did walk away. So, you know, I feel you on how important this case is. Now,
all I'm saying, Tony, man, is I'm tired of this shit. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, now with the Ron thing, like how you felt, and you know, I didn't agree with everything that Ron was saying, and at the end of the day, I am able to have my own opinion on how I feel about these men. If I feel like they were racist, I have that opinion to do that. If you have that opinion, you have the opinion to do that. And for me to be able to do that, I feel like I have to allow other people to call in and have their opinion as well. If I'm here just
I understand you got to be diplomatic and shit, you know, on your channel and things like that.
But Melvin, it's not even diplomatic. I'm not going to run a show where I'm only allowing niggas that agree with me to come in here and talk. So, because otherwise, I don't want a yes man group. I want people to come in here and say I'm fucking stupid and tell me why they think I'm stupid, or say that they disagree and tell me why. Because if I'm cutting motherfuckers off because they spewing something I don't agree with, then now you're not even going to enjoy the show because you know that, like, I'm basically ducking shit that I don't agree with. So it made
this shit is so sensitive right here, man. This is the real sensitive, you know.
And that's fine. But guess what? Ron doing that got you to call in. You might have never fucking called in if it wasn't for Ron. And I would love that you called in.
But I've been fucking with you, Tony.
I know you fucking with me. I'm saying though, I want people like you to call in and voice your frustration. But we wouldn't have gotten that frustration if Ron never called in.
I got you.
So, like,
but
everything,
man,
I feel you, though. I understand you coming from, but I want you to understand that I don't have to agree with you to let you come on here. Unless you come in here saying some fucking crazy, insane shit, I'm going to let you talk your shit even if I don't totally agree with it. If I think you're wrong, if I think you're being crazy, you know what I'm saying? I want you to talk your shit because I want to invite that debate. I want you to come in and speak how you feel. If you want to call Ron Uncle Ruckus, you have that ability. I'm not going to stop you from calling in and saying that. I'm not going to say, hey, hang up, bye. You know, and Ron's going to have to respect that. I allow people to do that. And if Ron wants to call back in and call you some shit, Uncle Tom or something, I'm going to let him do that. Like, that's just it. He said he was calling people racist if they believed a certain way. I'm not going to stop him from saying that. So, and I won't stop you from saying that. So I just want people, you and people furthermore, that's what's going on. You know, that's just how the show going to ride. But go ahead.
I'm just saying, man, I was very emotional over that shit. So, you know, I even got at you. You know, I said,
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But I apologize for that. But, you know, it's just a very emotional thing, man.
I know it is.
I'm very upset about this shit, Tony.
Did you not see me emotional? I mean, I brought my shotgun up to bring visuals. I'm screaming today. I feel that shit. I know what you're talking about. I know. Because it's a video of Trayvon Martin pretty much, and it's still being paid in a certain way by certain people. And the fact that is that it's gone on for so long, it pisses me off. Yes, I understand. I don't give a fuck if the kid was taking shit, going there 4 or 5 times a week or whatever. He should have been killed, and he shouldn't have been being tracked by some motherfucking dudes on a pickup truck. I don't believe that. I don't give a fuck. So
and I think that South shall rise again shit is some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if niggas gonna have to move out the South or what, but that South shit ain't cool, man, because that shit really don't happen on the West Coast where I'm at, or really on the East Coast. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's it's down South, Midwest, all them racist motherfuckers. I mean, it's racism everywhere, but it seems like it's really concentrated down there, like for real, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I
But like I said, I heard they got a black militia too down there. I was watching Willie D on his channel, and he was saying some shit about they got a black militia, and it was in front of the Michael's house and shit. So I don't know if
I
you,
heard about
heard
that.
about that, but
yeah, I seen a sentence on Google when searching that there was some militia that was going down Cecilia Shores or Zellwood or some shit like that, walking down and protesting in front of their house.
So you see where this shit is going, man. Where this shit is about to be headed. This shit continues in this way.
This will be bad. Man. This will be bad because, like I've already said, man, all the time, Mike Browns and all that shit. I always said, man, that shit ever happens in Atlanta or happens in Georgia, motherfucking shit gonna happen. Shit gonna pop off. And Brunswick is a fucking small ass city in Atlanta. Like 15,000 people live there. But I'm saying we got crazy about Trayvon Martin. Shit, we got crazy about Mike Brown. But we finally got video of those scenarios. You got the Mike Brown scenario where it's police involved with these motherfuckers. These were once like DA, whatever the hell they were some sort of authority figure. You know what I'm saying? Some sort of law enforcement. And then you got the Trayvon Martin of the, approaching, like continuously following and, hey, come here. You know what I'm saying? You got both of these cases mixed together and with a video. And if you still say these motherfuckers is not guilty, I don't know what to fucking say. Call it what you want. You tell me what's different between this and Trayvon Martin. You know what I'm saying? What are you supposed to do if a motherfucker's like? Do I need to show y'all the clip again, chat? The dude lifted up his shotgun at the guy. The guy ran around. We don't know what was said. Moving forward, he could have said, "Keep running. I'm gonna blow your fucking back out." We don't know. I don't know. Hey, you keep moving, I'm gonna give you a cupcake. You want me to say something nice because every time that people think that we're putting out these words and shit. But in these type of moments, we kind of got a pretty good imagination of what was being said based upon how these motherfuckers was tracking this kid over and over and over. But yeah.
So yeah, man. Just salute to the chat. I'm out, man. Salute to the chat. Except Uncle Ruckus, and keep doing your thing, Tony.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, bro.
All right, peace. All right, Neo, Cecilia Shore. Where's this? Where's this shit at? Right here. All right. We know that he lived right. This is where he lived over there. Shout out to Savage 98. Mad respect for the caller and the reply, Tony. I appreciate that, brother. So I got this up here. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God. See, that's why I can't fuck with this shit. Goddamn, get. Hello. Fuck.
Call
Hello?
from
Sean W.
Hello.
Tony, what's good?
What's good, Sean?
Hey, nothing much, man. I just wanted to call. This is my second time calling. I just wanted to call in, and I hate to keep all the energy on Ron, man.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Savage 98 donated $1 through Super Chat. Mad respect for the caller and your reply, Tony. Raised fist.
Thank you, Savage. All right, go ahead, Sean. My bad.
Nah, you good. Got to shout him out, man. I feel you.
Yes, sir.
All right, but cool. But see, Tony, what you was just saying to the last caller, that's what I wanted you to say to Ron. Like, okay, Ron keep talking about this. Oh, we don't know all the facts. We got to wait for all the evidence and all this. But explain him running down the street and Travis McMichael upping the gun at him. Yeah. Like, explain that. What's the excuse for that?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even if he was looking in houses and burglarizing, stealing, whatever, even if he was doing that, explain that.
Well, based upon that, I've already had the talk with Ron, and Ron is the type of person where he's gonna stand on what he believes, regardless if everybody thinks it's right or wrong.
He know he wrong, man. He deep inside, he know he wrong because we got at him.
But regardless of that, we could prove it. I just know Ron. I know that Ron he gonna stick to what he believes in. You know what I'm saying? And that's him. If I tell him that he picked the gun up and pointed at him, Ron will probably say, well, we don't know what he was thinking. The white man might have seen him doing this and that. Like, Ron's going to say something along that. Ron, if you're here, call back in. I could probably call Ron back and we can ask him. But I know that Ron, I already kind of got an idea of what Ron would more than likely say. regardless of the fact. Like he gonna say we don't know what they knew. You know what I'm saying? He feels like he needs more. He said he needs more information to.
Yeah, he need more information. Video ain't enough for him.
Yeah,
he need more info.
Me personally, I like to get in there. I don't give a fuck about being wrong. I don't need to be right the first time. I want to get in and break the story down. Pick this bone, pick that bone. Oh, new shit coming in. Let's bring it in here. Let's pick. I want to do it. I want to make a meal out of this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you gotta be very precise about shit is about when you accuse somebody of something, or you put out like do this, or put out like that, put out something that may cause some type of problem with somebody. Perfect example, the 2J situation. When the video went out about 2Js, I went live and talked about it. And then when the speculation came back on Trollmageddon, I came back live and apologized for it. Since then, shit's been unfolding more and more. You know what I'm saying? I haven't voiced my opinion about that anymore because I don't want to. I don't want to be into that shit. So what I believe is my personal opinion, and I just made it. I made it that I shouldn't have jumped the gun until everything was out there. But what I believe is what I believe. I already stated what I believe on that. But I had to make sure at that moment something that came out that Trollmageddon's video could have been faked, and I went and I addressed it because I felt like I needed to. You know what I'm saying? Personally, even with that being addressed now, looking back at everything, I still believe that a lot of that stuff in the video was actually true. But with that being said, you know, me saying what I'm saying is not going to do anything to the McMichaels. You know what I'm saying? What I think ain't going to do shit to them. So I feel fine to voice my opinion if I think they're racist or whatever the fuck. But at the same time, I just try to make sure that I'm paying attention to what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm cool with changing my mind based upon the information that's given at the time.
I agree with that, man, 100%. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he need to realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just too much passion in his voice about it not being about race. I mean, if it's not, we don't know what it's about just yet. Okay, But
I'm sorry, race plays a part in this case. I don't give a damn.
About that. For sure.
I don't. For sure. You can say whatever you want. Race plays a part because you put a white man in that man Arbery's feet. They're not questioning him. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You can tell me anything. I know what I know.
And I agree with that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with that. And my whole thing is like we just don't know yet. If you don't know, why are you speaking so passionately about the reasons why it's almost saying like he deserved it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like it was his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost to that point. Even though I know he probably would call back and say it ain't that, but I mean you just speaking too passionately on the side of the McMichaels, man, and it's just really bothering me. And I just think that we need to just not even have that fool call back. We done heard enough of that coolness. Ron, we don't need you. We don't want you, man. And I just hope he just get his justice, man, and that's it, man. And as far as the militia, I'm just kind of confused on why they standing outside of the McMichaels' house right now. You get what I'm saying?
They're not even there. They're not even there. No, they're arrested.
No, the militia.
But they're not there though. McMichael's not there. So what are they doing at the front of their house?
That's what I'm saying. Why are they there now?
I don't know.
Like y'all should have been there dragging them out the house.
Yeah.
Don't pop up after the fact. It ain't no reason.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot, and I'm gonna let some other callers get through, man. I'm gonna keep watching the live stream, and I don't be liking to stay on too long. I just want to get my point across.
I appreciate that.
So, and tell ASUS to get your shit right, man, for real. Because I was just about to cop from him.
I'm trying, man.
I think I'm good now.
I got you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate
it. All
right,
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Josh, citizen's arrest is in Georgia. Yeah, it's legal, but you have to do it when you witness somebody committing a crime in their present or has immediate knowledge of the crime. They did not witness him committing a crime, and they did not have knowledge of him committing the crime. They don't have neither one of those, sir. we got a ATLian calling in. Hold on. We got an ATLian calling.
Call from.
Hello? Hello? Hanging up in 3, 2, 1. I think that was that caller that was calling, that weird caller. I don't know. Let me see what we about to say. And then secondly, bruh, Neo, call in, my nigga. We got niggas from British calling in. Call the fuck in, man. The hell? Bucks, you in here? Bucks, are you in here? You need to call in so I can do this for you on the phone, bro, if you want to call in. Secondly, D Price, brandishing a gun in Georgia you can earn a felony aggravated assault charge for carrying a sentence up to 20 years. So for brandishing a gun, which is showing a gun, pointing a gun, whatever. Yeah, that's that. Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. Yeah. But D Price, you wanted to know, he says, whether or not it was racist, I believe the shooting was unwanted based on the evidence I've seen. So I'm asking, what is the law for pointing a gun in Georgia? So there you go. Aggravated assault charge. Neo, we have people from Britain that calls in, bro. So we're trying to tell you. Can you pick up the phone if you're going to start calling? I'm about to block you.
Jaden.
All right, Jaden.
To accept, press 1.
Hello, Jaden.
Hey, I'm not going to hold you for too long.
All right.
So, what doesn't make a lot of sense to me is like, all right, so, like, you live in Georgia, right?
Yes, sir. You live in Georgia too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my question is, how is it okay for a bunch of white people to storm the governor's office with their guns
Ooh,
out
that
and-
pussy popping on a handstand.
Hold on one second. We got to
NSF Visuals donated $1 through Super Chat. Call in Neo.
Shout out to D Reynolds for the $9.99. My bad. Hey, D Reynolds, I appreciate it, brother. It's all good. You already know what it is. And shout out to NSF Visuals. Call in, Neo. They want you to call in, Neo. Stop. Call in, bro, after this, man. Fuck all that shit. All right, my bad, bro. So, yeah, go ahead.
All right, you saw all those white people were at the governor's office with their guns, right? Protesting, like, the lockdown.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is how in people's mind, when they can see that video, and they can see a video of a person getting gunned down, and they can think that the people with the guns at the governor's office, they don't think they're trespassing, but they just think they're showing the rights.
Yeah.
But when a black man is jogging, showing his right to be free and get exercise, then it's automatically a problem.
I mean, I can't tell you. I don't know what the fucking problem is. I can't tell you. I would love to tell you the reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah,
they can go up there with AK-47s, AR-15s with Neo swastika signs, KKK hoods, and do what the fuck they want, and it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But if I go up there with my AK-47 shotgun and a pistol, there will be questions eventually, and it's just me by myself. So, one thing that Tommy Sotomayor was telling me, that it's time for us as African Americans to begin to, armor up, get guns, get our isn't guns? No, when is what's the amendment for the damn gun? Second Amendment. Yeah, get your practice your Second Amendment. A lot of us can't because we are felons. I understand that, but it's.
But I don't think that would really help, because like same reason like medical marijuana. When a suburban white lady has marijuana in her cabinet, it's medicine, but when a black dude on the street has it, it's a felony. I
understand that. I mean, there's some things that it may never fix itself, or it's going to take time to fix itself. With that one in general, I mean, we've seen that happen with blacks. We see it happening. We've seen the memes. It's a black man, it's a gangster. If it's someone who's Muslim, they're a terrorist. If it's a white person, they're mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that already, in numerous times, of how these type of stereotypes get placed upon the type of skin color you have, or the ethnicity or religion that you're in. So I understand that, but at this point, man, it's like I hate to fight fire with fire, but
ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Reynolds once again.
Dear Reynolds 79 donated $1 through Super Chat. My bad.
I hate to fight fire with fire, but I can only sit here and ask myself, what was the better chance for Ahmaud at this point to have a gun or not. To be jogging down the street with a pistol in his waistband, was he better off with that or was he better off unarmed? Shit, he probably had a better chance if he had his fucking pistol on him. It would have been in the same result, or he might have at least taken one of them with him if he was fighting for his life. Because at the end of the day, people want to say that they were fighting for their life, but if somebody pulls a gun out on me, I'm now in self-defense mode for my life. I don't give a fuck. Once you brandish a weapon, there's nothing else to be said. If you coming out of a truck with a shotgun in your arm, that's brandishing a weapon. Like, you're already like, I'm in self-defense of my life now. Because you're basically showing me that you're ready to use it. But go ahead.
Yeah, but like, you know, like, all right, so Georgia is probably like not the most.
Zaya, I need you to call
chill
in. You need to call in, Zaya. My bad.
It's not the most chill place to live, like especially when it comes to racism. But like, you can just see like the things that you can see by just like leaving your area. Because like my area, thank God I don't live in a bad area. But if you like drive down to a bad area, like you will not see none of those. Like if you see black on black crime, right?
Yeah.
And then you see white on black crime or black on white crime. No one really cares about the black on black crime, which is like I'm not trying to make this seem less important, but at the same time, like we as black people, even if we decide to armor up and get our guns, there so much black on black crime is taking place. When they see a black person with a gun, they're not gonna think that we're out here to defend ourselves. They're probably gonna think it's like a gang war or something. Because there's so much black on black crime going around. And first and foremost, before we focus on white on black crime, we need to focus on black crime, because that's the real epidemic in the black community.
Understood. But this has been speculated and talked about for many years, and this is not to debunk it, but white on white crime, black on black crime, Hispanic on Hispanic crime is always the higher crime in the race, because the crime that's being committed is between more than likely the communities they live in. So there's going to be more white people that kill, like white people kill more white people than white people kill black people. Black people kill more black people than they kill white people or any other race. It's like, it's always like that, whatever race you're in, because of the community you live in. So by the numbers itself, I would need to actually look at that to see if are more white people killing themselves versus black. Because what if more white people are killing themselves than black people are killing themselves? Then is there really truly a black on black crime?
Well, the thing is, so many people.
I'm not against it. I'm just saying by the numbers, like people use that term.
No, I'm not.
But go ahead.
I know, but like, I'm not trying to like play this down, like make it seem like it's not that big of a deal, because this is a huge deal. Like, I think the people who shot this man were in the wrong, but at the same time, I think that if we as black people really want to step up and come together to stop this, we need to stop the black on black crime. That is the real epidemic.
So you think that, but okay, and I'm saying you called that and you shifted it to this, and I respect what you're saying, but a black on black crime is not going to fix what happened to Ahmaud Arbery at this point.
Yeah,
I'm asking though, what if we get better at black on black crime, how would this affect what just happened here? Would black people learn how to not get killed by white people now because we are no longer killing ourselves as much? Like, I understand what you're saying, but how does it relate to what we're talking about?
I think that if black people really unite together, we can fight against this. Because right now, like, okay, you see how Trayvon Martin or people like that got killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the day after that, just black on black crime again. Like, the day it happened, or like the months after, it was all black people uniting. But then all you see, like, months after that, once everybody's done and forgot, they go back to black on black crime, which is the thing. Because if the black on black crime would have stopped, we would have been able to fight the white on black crime so much easier.
I understand where you're getting at. Trust me, and I'm not disagreeing with you. Like what you're saying makes sense, but it's not like motherfuckers in the community that's where crimes are being committed are in more lower poverty areas. Motherfuckers are not finna say, I just got robbed by this dude. I'm about to go kill him. Oh, I'm not finna go do this because I don't want to kill another black person. Like the shit's happening in communities that are communities with all black people. So to stop it, if you want to put it in that type of scenario, I think it's more so it's the deal with race, but it's more than just. It's a lot of things involved with it, whether it's the financial area of the area, the poverty, and all that. It's a way bigger picture. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and like you're basically stating like, why does it take shit like this to happen for us to want to stand up for one another, and then right when the shit's done, we're right back to killing each other. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Exactly what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not like, don't get me wrong. I just don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? That's just being 100%. Like, in order to get to that point, we have to as a whole.
Everybody's saying I'm not black. Y'all can chill out with that. I am 100% black.
In order to get to that, we have as a community have to get to a higher level as well. You know what I'm saying? And that itself is a whole nother fucking live that we could talk about another day. But I understand where you're coming from. Trust me. I mean, I just told you, and you said it. You agree. But
like it's just like really. Like, if you really think, like, just look at the comments. Like, everybody's saying, it's not about black on black crime. It's not about black on black crime. But at the center of it, it truly is. Because if the black on black crime stops and we as black people unite together, we can stop this.
I'm sorry, Adam Wall, and maybe you're saying this, caller, but he said if we're trying to say there's less black on black crime, other races would have a different perspective / narrative on black people in general. I don't think that's true. Their perspective on us, Adam, is go look at the 60s and go look at the 1800s. Their perspective on us has always been pretty much the same. Back when slavery was going on, I don't think they based their perspective on how they think about us now based upon how we was acting. That's where they got that shit from. We are the masters. They're the inferior. It's been that, and it's gone to the future. We are still the inferior. We're still the minority. That's where the perspective is at. It's not about, these motherfuckers are killing themselves, so fuck it, we'll just kill them as well. I don't think that's the case. But I get what you're saying. I think it's a whole deeper type of call, and something we could dig deeper in. But as far as it being related to this specific scenario, it doesn't change nothing. It doesn't change, like, right now, I mean, what do you think we should do right now, this very moment? How do we combat this then? Do we not then go and defend what's going on because we need to stop defending this situation and then go and focus on black crime, or do we need to actually try to defend this right now because it's the nation is looking at this and it's a moment and that could reshape history and civil rights and all that. Who knows? Especially with it being on video.
I mean, there's been several killings that have been on video, and all those people, they either got acquitted or they just got fired, and you never heard from them again.
Who
on
video like this?
Tamir Rice, Philando Castile. Just look them all up.
Okay, yeah, I can't cap on that. Philando Castile. Philando was that was an outside view. This shit is pretty much all in the open. And wait, the dude that killed him, he's in jail, ain't he? Did he go to jail?
He got acquitted.
He got acquitted? I thought he went to jail. I cannot even lie. Well, they had an outside view of him, and they said he was reaching for shit and all that. But maybe you're right.
I mean, same thing with Tamir Rice. They had an outside view. It was literally somebody filming the cop and the boy. The boy was trying to get away from the cop, and the cop shot him in the back.
I forgot he was acquitted though. He went to a grand jury, right? Or did he actually go to trial?
Yeah, and it just all got wiped, erased. Nobody cares. Like, that's like, I don't know what the video.
There's a difference with that one. The Philando, though, that he had a gun on him. There was no inside view of the car, of the whole thing going on. So they were able to. When you leave that slight chance of opening, you're able to make the story up as much as you can. He was reaching for the gun. Well, there's no proof that he wasn't reaching for the gun, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. This shit right here They're going to base it upon the running and all that. They're going to probably use the videos as well. I just think it's very important right now that this shit gets handled and justice is served. Because if it ain't, I don't think this is going to be just another Philando Castile or another, Mike Brown or Trayvon. This is going to be a little bit, I think it'll be a little bit different, bro, in my opinion.
This is just frustration, bro. Because it seems like we do so much. We release videos, show evidence, and the same thing happens over and over again.
Yeah.
They get acquitted.
Yeah, I know. So that's where the real motherfucking shit needs to go towards. The voting of district attorneys and whatever the fuck, all the police, the sheriffs and the police chiefs and the mayors. That's where we need to actually put our power into. So motherfuckers like the DA that's in there. I don't know if you vote for the DA, so I ain't even gonna cap like I'm talking, but I'm pretty sure you got.
No, I'm young. I'm young.
Shit. I'm saying I don't know if we as a community are able to vote for DAs, but I know we were able to vote for like sheriffs and shit. So that's where a lot of that stuff starts to matter, because the people that we're bringing into these offices are the ones that that we're not their first option. So, I appreciate you calling in. It's definitely a great topic, and I appreciate you calling in, and feel free to call in the future, man.
All right, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir, no problem. We got another 770 caller that's been calling and calling. I don't know, man. There's gonna be so much shit that's gonna be unraveling from this. Exactly, D Price. That's all I was saying. Whenever there's crime, you're gonna have a majority of the crime from the same race: white on white, black on black, Hispanic on Hispanic. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Neo, you need to call. You gotta call, bro. I can't just listen. There's a delay, brother. There's a delay. So look, I'm here, and I'm like, I can't sit and wait on you to type and say, okay, here, and then wait. Okay, wait. Let me know I'm waiting. Okay, here. You gotta be with me to talk so we can do this shit fluidly. I can't do it like it takes too long. It takes too long for me to wait for you to talk. There's a delay between the stream, brother. So I can't do it. You got to man up and call in, man. Speak your fucking case. Let us hear that goddamn Aldris Abaya accent. We want to hear it. Speak your shit, my nigga. We listen to enough shit. I love Game of Thrones. Talk your shit. Bring that Jon Snow accent in. The fuck? Shit. You act like we don't know what a British accent sound like. We got British callers on. We got British callers that call in all the time. I'm gonna show it. It probably won't be a solution, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you this on a DM. Oh, man. God. Come on, man. Who else we got calling in, man? You think he's not British? You think like he's Indian or something? You know, I'm calling. Tony, how you doing? How about I talk like a country person and then you talk like a British person? So you don't have to worry. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Come on, call in, Neo. Come on, brother. Yeah, I've been holding this because I was using it like it. How was your year? Call in, man. All right, we got us a call in right now. Let's see who this is. Hello? Here we go.
Call from
Kevin.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing, Kevin?
Very good.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
What's on your mind? What you want to talk about, buddy?
I just want to talk about like what's happening.
Tell me.
Like that new evidence that came out.
Tell me what you think.
Well, I think like Like, I just think like
Let me get some water to wash down this country tone. Hold on. Ugh. All right. Let's talk.
All right, man. Like, I think it's like legally, they had every right to do what they did. Right? The people on the pickup truck or whatever. Morally, ethically, hell no. They had no right. Like, they had no right to kill that man.
So how do you think they had the legal right to chase him?
Well, they had in that state they have
citizen's arrest.
What is it called? Yeah, citizen's arrest. So when you watch someone commit a felony, which he did commit a felony because he entered a construction site of someone's property. So they were committing a felony. They had every right.
But one question right there, you said from the reports, they were on their porch and saw him running down the street. So they never saw him in the house. Do you know where? Can you tell me where they found that they saw him going in the house that day? Neo, you know a lot of stuff. So Neo, did they see him go into the house that day, Neo? Let me know. Comment down below. But if they didn't, so if you just said no, though, so that means they didn't witness him committing the crime right then.
Damn, I didn't know about that information.
They may have seen videos of him breaking in previously or someone of previously, but they didn't see it at that moment. So in order to do a citizen's arrest, you have to see someone commit a crime, do a crime and witness it.
Right.
So
right.
Neo
and,
said
and
they
that's where
recognized them from previous videos. So Neo, how did they get a hold of those previous videos? Can you tell me, Neo, how did they get a hold of those previous videos that we just got a hold of now? Let us know. My bad. You go ahead.
And you know what? It's crazy though, because like since he was like a district attorney or whatever, like cops say this all the time. Don't be a hero. Like yeah, they have the right to do whatever the hell they want, or like they have the right to do whatever they want, but cops say it all the time. Don't be a hero. Don't put your life on the line.
Exactly.
Like what? Like you never know the situation. Call the cops. And then what? You know what America saw when that video first came out? They saw a lynching. And then when everything came out, then they started wanting to get the new prosecutors. And that's why they're in jail right now, because society is the one that pushed it.
Well, we talked about that earlier, and I agree the outrage definitely helped, but it also more so I would say sped it up, because you got two things going on. Okay, let's say we never saw that video. Like, would it have gotten to the GBI? No, it would have. They would have never charged them. That's it. They wouldn't have charged them eventually. Eventually, they would not have charged them more than likely, because it would have fell into someone's hand who's going to actually take up the case, and they would have just not charged them more than likely. But you know.
And you know what's the sad part is? I think these guys are gonna go free. 100%. These guys, they're not.
I can't argue. Like I don't have the feeling that they wouldn't. Like I can't sit here and say no. They
like
I don't know
from what
about
I've been, from what I've been hearing is like since you went for the gun or whatever, now it classifies self-defense and this and that. So he had every right to shoot him or whatever. And so I think that's the card they're going to play, and he's going to go scotch free.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that it was illegal for what they were doing. A lot of stuff they were doing is illegal. You know.
And I believe, like, what I truly believe, like, race definitely had to play a part in this. Like, if it was a white kid running outside, like if they saw him or whatever, run outside the house or whatever, you think they would have done a citizen's arrest, or or shoot him? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think definitely race had to play a part of it, and that's the sad part.
I agree with you.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
All right, take care.
My brother, son, he was blowing that bitch down. Trespassing. You know that they. Let me look real quick. Let me read this. Oh God. Hold on. They hung up. Somebody's calling me from. Is that? Whoa. I think Big Perm. Big Perm, did you just call me? Was that you, Big Perm? Hold on. I hate this shit. I can't get these calls in, man. I'm gonna have to call this number back. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, brother?
Shit, not much really, just watching the stream and everything. I don't know what these clown ass niggas talking about, but let me go ahead and fill in some shit real quick. So basically,
can you pause? Can you pause the back video for me?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Go ahead, man. I'm kick back. I'm listening to you.
All right, let me see. All right. So basically, what I'm saying is, as I I stay in Decatur. You feel me? Like I stay at my mom's crib, and basically how I see the situation. Obviously, that shit fucked up, and niggas, bro, like they not finna have just some black on black crime, just cause we just hate a nigga, oh yeah, I see him, you know what I'm saying? We just finna rob this nigga, we finna shoot this nigga. Niggas don't move like that.
Yeah.
The thing, I've been racially profiled before, even today. Y'all ain't heard the term xenophobia? That means the fear of another race.
Exactly.
That shit is real. Today, I'm driving through this random ass neighborhood, just driving through this random ass neighborhood. I get brake checked, or old ass white man jump out his car, yelling at my shit, man, this,
in
this shit is
Decatur
real.
or where?
Nah, I was going to my dad's house. My dad, he lived out there in Rockdale.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And this old ass white man jump out the car. This nigga start yelling at me.
Yeah, you in by Conyers and shit. That's where that stuff started happening. That I wouldn't.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't even stop. Fuck that. But I feel you. That's what I was telling the caller earlier. It ain't as simple as black on black crime. It's more to it. Every crime has its own reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Shit, go watch First 48. It be some crazy shit, but it be having its own. Every story is different. It's just not typical as just black people going to war. The same shit people. It be the same shit white people be killing themselves over. Be the same shit we be killing ourselves over. It ain't like it's a specific. We all killing each other over the same. Black people killing themselves on something, and white people killing themselves on something else. It be the same type of shit. Domestic violence, drugs, whatever. It's all different shit.
Yeah. Cause I've actually been to I've been to a little small, school in Kentucky, like, just 'cause, I was, going from here and there, different schools and everywhere else, but and everything. Fuck, I've been to a damn PWI, and you see nothing but white people there. Them motherfuckers, they'll do anything, bro. Them niggas would do fucking acid, Molly, all that shit. I had roommates drugged up.
How old are you,
on
by the
that
way?
shit. I'm 21.
Oh, okay. Where you went to high school? You say you from Decatur, right?
Yeah, but well, I my mom, she live in Decatur, but I stay with my dad though out there in Rockdale.
Oh, okay. No, I was just wondering because I'm from Decatur, so I didn't know. And maybe you went to like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays I just go back and forth and shit.
I feel you.
Yeah, but nah, like over there when I was staying that little small school, like like dude, bro, they just get like let off, like if a cop see him, they'll carry his ass back to the damn dorm. But let me get caught with 2 grams. Them niggas gonna empty all my pockets, throw me in the back of the damn cruiser, and interrogate my ass like.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, that's equivalent to, like I kind of talked about it before. They had a little show on TV about to call it Bermuda Triangle, but you doing acid or you doing Molly or doing coke, whatever the fuck, you doing all these weird drugs, and these when it's white people doing it, like they need the medicine, they need like mental help. You know what I'm saying? Put them in a rehab facility. But motherfuckers who doing weed and doing drugs that are more associated to black people, it's like, oh, they're just thugs. They're, druggies, drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? But the people that you put that in another race's hands, it's like, oh, they need to be sent to a rehab and they need help. They need help. So, I get what you're saying, man. I mean, I get what you're saying. But I'm about to go ahead and wrap this show up. I appreciate you calling in, bro. And feel free to call in and continue to call in, for the more shows to come soon.
Yeah, no problem, man. Much respect to you, man. Go ahead, keep up the stream and everything.
All right. Peace.
All right.
All right, man. I think we good, man. We hit the 2-hour mark. It's 9 o'clock. I got to drop a video right now. 9:30. I was going to drop it at 9. Yeah. I mean, Zaire, were you in here? Because I was looking to hear you talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had goddamn disappeared and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But my opinions have not changed. I do think that motherfucking night video was weird as fuck. Okay? I think that video was definitely like, what the fuck? I would like to know, how did the McMichaels see that video? I'll tell you one thing. I have a ring. And my ring is connected to my neighbors. And when weird shit happens, my neighbors and all of us, we will tweet it out, and the neighborhood can see videos like suspicious person at my door, whatever, right? So there's a possibility maybe it got shared that way. Maybe it's a Facebook community. I don't know, but I would like to learn. Oh, you did? All right, hold on, I got you. Let me. I can do it. I can call back. Let me see. I want to know if Big Perm called me. I see something funny in here. Oh, I do see. Okay. Hold on. I think I see you. Okay, I see you. Let's see what you got to say. Let's see what he got to say.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Yo, what's poppin', man?
Nothing much. So what you thinking, man, about the things that I said earlier, and your thoughts in general?
All right. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
and this is something that I've seen a lot.
And this isn't trying.
With,
I'm not here trying to like prove you wrong or nothing. At the end of the day, like you have your opinion.
Nah, yeah, you know,
I got mine. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't take it like that.
Yeah.
I don't take it like that. I've seen this a lot with content creators. I see this a lot with people in the chat. Do you own a gun, Tony?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. If someone broke in your house, Tony, what would you do?
It depends on the specific. It's specifics though, Zaya. Somebody break in my house and the guns are already on me, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? If the door down below opens up and the alarm goes off, I'm pulling out my shit and I'm staring at the top of the stairway with that bitch pointed down the stairway. As soon as you want to come up, you're gonna have to get your head blown off.
All right. So I asked you a question, and your answer is based on you having the ability right now to think about what you would do.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that too, Zaya. I was about to say that. That's why I was about to cut you off. I don't know what I really would do like in that month.
Exactly.
There's been times, nigga, where I woke up and my alarm was going off because my shit be acting up sometimes. And when they do go off, I grab my strap and I go downstairs. I don't be grabbing the shotty. I grab the pistol. So I'm like, damn, I need to grab the shotgun. I'll grab the pistol and nigga, I'll be looking like I'm not moving like I would be moving if I'm playing Call of Duty. It ain't the same. The what's the word? The confidence is not. I'm not as confident as you would think you're gonna be. You're not as confident when you really thinking that your life is on the line. You more looking and peeping and yo, you downstairs? I'm coming. Like you know, I'm doing different things that I normally would think. But go ahead.
Of course. So now you have the ability to think, but in most cases, when that situation is happening, most people don't have the ability to make that decision. You have to make a split-second decision, and you have to take your life into accountability, right? You got to take your life into accountability. You have to take your girl's life into accountability. Now, the same way you just said, you got the Ring doorbell, right? And you be sharing the stuff with your neighbors and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So now, let's say in your neighborhood, motherfuckers is breaking in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because regardless if the house is vacated or if it's not vacated, or it don't matter. It's not your house to go inside of. So if someone is breaking into houses and stuff in the neighborhood and you got the neighborhood spooked and then you get caught inside of a crib, bruh, it's legal for motherfuckers to have guns in Georgia, bruh. Like, we're not talking about people that don't have the right to possess those weapons. They have the right to possess those weapons.
But
the person that should be held accountable, unfortunately, is that young man. He chose to enter that house, bro.
The only thing is, though, is that I need to make that feeling. I need to know that they've seen those videos, because the owners of the house are already stating that this guy didn't steal anything. So was this man, was the owner of this house even sharing this with the neighborhood? That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know.
So here's where we run into another part, because technically the one thing that has been said that is kind of factual is that we don't know. You don't know, nor do I. I could read an article on a certain website, and you could read an article on a website. I have an article that says that the owner of that house already said that they stole stuff out that house. It's not nothing serious. They stole fishing tackle. So now you're saying that you read something where nothing was stolen out the house. This is the problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to address something else. Shout out to the Melvin guy that called in on the whole Ron situation. The problem with Ron is that Ron has been outspoken on every other subject but this one. As content creators, we have the right to speak on something. And yes, I can have an opinion today and then tomorrow change my opinion based on more facts that come out. So there's nothing wrong with speaking about something and not having all the facts just yet. You have facts to say that nothing was stolen out the house. I have an article that says that the owner says that something was stolen out the house.
Let me clarify on what I got. It was nothing stolen on that day. No crime.
Okay, that's something different.
No crime other than trespassing on the day of the shooting.
But trespassing is a crime, bro.
Okay, but Zaya,
the problem is that the young man got killed. I understand that. I feel for his family, but he's not in his neighborhood. and he's trespassing into homes that don't belong
All
to
right,
him,
but
bruh.
the problem here though that I'm trying to wrap my head around and I need proof on is that he could have done those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how can they prove that he did it then? How can the McMichaels prove he did what he did that day?
So what happens is, and I don't know where you got your info, and when we're done, I'll shoot you where I heard my info from.
Yeah.
The McMichaels live across the street from the house that the kid was in.
Neo,
so
is that,
when
is,
the kid
Neo,
was
is
in
that,
the house,
Neo, is that true? Tell me that. Go ahead.
yes, please, Neo, if you're in here, or I see you in the chat.
Yeah, he
is
knows
there
a
a
lot
way
of
for
stuff.
you to verify if the McMichaels live directly across the street or within a house or two of that location?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm hearing. The kid's in the house.
They're outside chilling.
Someone across the street saw him in the house. They came out. They started yelling, and the kid came out and he took off. The process of him taking off when
he said, "Nah, 5 doors down on the same side."
5 doors down the same side. That's good enough, bro. Like that means that the kid is running past your house.
Neo,
with a neighbor already on the street talking about, yo, he was in that house.
Neo, did they see him? Did they see him leaving the house? I know they ran.
Ahmaud ran past them. Look at that. Come on, bro.
I know that, but I'm asking, I'm asking Neo, did they see him in the house, like go in the house, do that, and come out? I want to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, so now I feel you on that. That's something different. Now, the McMichaels, did they witness him inside the house? Probably not.
They
but
didn't
if
see
you,
him leave.
but
he said they didn't see him leave
but
the
now,
house. They said they didn't see him.
But
leave
now
the
here goes this. Let me ask you a question, Tony.
Yeah.
You know? Do you know the neighbors in your neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if you run outside and some kid is running past you, and a neighbor from 5 doors down says, "Yo, that kid just stole something from my house," are you gonna do something?
No, I'm not. But I understand what you're trying to go with.
You're not gonna try.
I'm
know
not
what
gonna
I'm saying?
chase no nigga running down. That nigga might turn around and bust my ass. Nigga, oh, he stole something. All right, well, you run your ass down there and go get the nigga. What the fuck you want me? You want me to go run after him when you telling me? Zaya, what you? Zaya, we at SneakerCon. I'm at one booth. You're at the next booth, a couple down. Somebody slaps the fuck out of me. Hey, Zaya, he just slapped the shit out of me, Zaya. What the fuck? I mean, you probably would do something for me.
No, listen. I'm gonna give you the exact scenario because it's ironic that you picked SneakerCon, and I'm sure that if you spoke to Alan can verify this. There was one time that a kid stole something from a table and took off running, and one of the kids yelled out, "Yo, that kid stole something off my table!" And as he's coming down the lane, I tripped him.
Yeah.
I tripped him. Yes, 100. Yeah. If my neighbor from down the 5 blocks is telling me, "Yo, that kid that's running stole something," I'm not gonna fucking I'm not Superman. I'm not gonna. Okay, the McMichaels wild out. They went and got guns. I'm not gonna go get no guns. I ain't gonna holler, "Yo, Jules, get the gun."
I'd be like, "Yo, stop!" Hey,
I might trip you. Yeah. I might get in your way. I might try to trip you. I might try to deter you a little bit. So. But the neighbor got to put in work too. The neighbor got to come running too.
Yeah, as I'm saying. So, okay. And that makes me think that other car must have been another neighbor. But okay, now
that's what that was. That neighbor was another neighbor that already knew what was going on.
I'm talking about the one that was recording.
Jumped in his.
I'm talking about
the one that was recording in the back. Yeah. That's the thing, bro. Like he was already, bro. When he came out the house, bro, the neighbor was already yelling, "Get out the house." You already know in your neighborhood, bro. Like if someone's yelling, "Yo, get out," bro, you're gonna look out your window. You know what I'm saying? Them people, they're probably on the first floor. They're probably on their porch. They're probably in their backyard. They're probably cutting the grass. They're gonna pay attention. The kid running. I'm sorry, he wasn't just some innocent jogger that was coming down the block.
Okay.
As much as people want to paint it that way, that's cool. He wasn't, bro.
So
here's the difference.
We got some actual visuals I'm gonna show on the screen of the house and shit, so people want to see it. So my man said he was 2030, and then you got 2020. So this is where supposedly the new construction house was, and this is where these dudes lived at. I'm showing it on the screen if you want to see it, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's a slight delay. All right, it's popped up right now.
That's a good
So
enough
the red dot is what?
That red dot is the one that the new construction home is. That's enough space for them not to see what he was doing, though. Now I need to know.
And Pete. So where the red dot is, the camera that saw this going down is directly across the street where the trees are at.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you're right.
So, that's not a long distance.
But
I'm
no,
sorry,
Zaya,
bro.
the
Like,
other
if you know your neighborhood, that's not a long distance.
No, but Zaya, the McMichaels live at 2030, right down where my mouse is. They don't live at the ones across the street.
Yeah. Okay, so the blue line, the McMichaels live at the other end of the blue line, not where the red dot is. The other end.
Yes. The
red, that's what I'm saying.
But they can't see him doing that from that far. Like they're not like.
And that's what I totally understand. They may not have witnessed the crime, but if their neighborhood is anything like your neighborhood and they're already sharing ring videos and stuff like that, and they're already talking, like for instance, Jules has a whole app.
Yeah,
that's the neighborhood app, bro. And the neighborhood app, bro. Let me tell you something. They be telling each other everything, bro. Everything. So if they're already sharing those type of videos and they already have that issue, and technically they already had an issue because a gun was already stolen from their car, and here comes a kid running, I'm sorry. You wrong place, wrong time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even if the other crimes did not occur by the hands of that young man, wrong place, wrong time. You done fucked up. You chose the wrong neighborhood. You chose a neighborhood. Bro, why not?
Okay, because
bro,
then,
you
I'll
chose
tell
it.
you why.
Bro, why you don't stay in your own neighborhood, bro? Why you don't do that in your own neighborhood?
Okay, I'll tell you why. First things first.
Go ahead.
Are you going to get killed for being in Jules's neighborhood? For walking around in Jules's neighborhood? That's not technically your neighborhood. Not. I mean, maybe now, but
no. You're right. No.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Hold on.
Ron's other alter ego donated $2 through Super Chat. So they reacted in less than 60 seconds. #SuperClan.
This one in here, Zaya. Well, before me and Nicole moved here, we were walking through here. Wrong neighborhood, wrong time. Look, I understand.
No. That's not the same, Tony. Come on. That's not the same. That's not wrong neighborhood, wrong time. You are walking the neighborhood because you are possibly purchasing a home in that neighborhood. There's a big difference, bro. At the same time,
Zay,
this ain't my neighbor. Listen, hold on. This ain't my neighborhood. But if I'm walking around with the boys and the neighbors say hi to me. There's a difference between me walking in the neighborhood, doing the right thing, and me with my eyes in somebody's house or me in somebody's house.
But you just
let me tell you something. If I'm in this neighborhood, if I'm in this neighborhood, and let's say I'm in the neighborhood, and the block down there's an empty house, and I'm in that house. Number one, I don't got no right to be in that house. Okay? Mm-hmm. So if I come out and someone tells me, yo, you don't got no right to be in that house, stop, and I take off running, I've already committed the action. Now I have to deal with whatever consequence comes from that action. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry the young man got gunned down. It shouldn't have happened that way. But at the end of the day, he shouldn't have been in that neighborhood, and he shouldn't have been in that house. If he was a jogger, then he should have just been jogging, not been inside of a house that is not his.
Okay, so you said, let's say that you said regardless if he stopped in that house or not, he shouldn't have been in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zaya, you have to accept, if I want to go make a jog in Jules' neighborhood and I get clapped, you're going to say, Tony, man, you shouldn't have been in this neighborhood. I mean, I don't know.
If you were in this neighborhood for the intention of running and then you get clapped, yo, I'm going to be outside and yelling racism and all that shit just like everybody else, But you wasn't in this neighborhood just running. You was in this neighborhood looking in houses. Maybe you didn't find nothing valuable enough to take.
But you're doing what I said earlier, though. You're doing what I had said earlier. Now listen. Let's listen here. The house is 450 feet away, oversized of a football field. We cannot confirm that the McMichaels heard someone down the street. Hey, stop! Get that man. We don't have that confirmed. So I won't. Let's throw that out because we don't got it. We also don't got proof that the McMichaels seen him leaving the house. Neo said they didn't see it. So all they saw was a man running past their house. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said earlier, let me give you an analogy because I know you like analogies too. Zaya, if I go outside my house, I have my gun with me, and I see a guy running, and I shoot and kill that guy, and then the cops come and tell me, oh, that guy just robbed somebody up the street. That has nothing to do with me just killing him. I'm still going to go to jail for murder. They're not going to say, oh, you killed him because he was murdered. We're going to they're not going to connect the two stories together. I don't think that they knew anything about him doing that. They saw this black man jogging. They look like he fit the description of somebody previously. They feel like that might have been someone who stole from them, and that's when they started all that stuff. So for those reasons, I don't feel like him dying, it's not his fault. I understand if they knew that he left that house, that he just did what he did, okay, now we have something to build upon. But the thing is I'm not finding reports where they knew that he had just left that house at that moment. Neo's saying that that hasn't been said.
And again, we're
let's just say it this
we're really
way.
just going based on the information that we have up until this point.
Yes, but you did just say though before.
And you just
said though, Zaya, that even if he didn't do that, wrong place, wrong time. And that's where I disagree at. If he didn't,
he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been in that house. And there's nothing that anyone can say that could justify him being in that house. That's not your house, bro.
I'm not
So
against
if it's
that.
like that, then cool. Guess what? If it's like that, Tony, I'm coming over, bro. You might find me in your living room just looking around.
But Zaya,
like,
I'm not
arguing. Listen, this is the thing that gets me. Every single person. Now let's take this whole story out of here. And we was just talking some regular shit on a live stream, right? Yeah. And I'd be like, yo, imagine a motherfucker you just come home and you just see a motherfucker in your crib or everybody would be like, yo, I'm blasting that fool. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then as soon as it's a racist thing, everybody's like, oh no, they shouldn't have done this to him. Bruh, he's in a house that he's not supposed to be, bruh. It's not his house, bruh.
But Zaya,
what happened to the jogging part? Where's the video of him jogging? Because if we going based on video footage, you can't give me no video footage that he's a jogger.
Well, what I'm saying is, you are talking about something that he did before he died, right? But they knew nothing of that video, is what I'm trying to say. It's not like that the cause of him being in that house was not the effect of the McMichaels. They didn't witness him doing that, and then that caused them to do that. From what's being reported is that they just saw him running. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, he might have did. I'm not saying him being in the house.
So you think that the neighbors had nothing to do with any of this, bro? You really think that? Look at the example that you used when you said, yo, I got the ring, and we be telling everybody and this, that, and the third in the videos. Yeah. And I said, shit, Jules got a whole motherfucking app for the fucking neighborhood. Bro, look at the times that we're in. Bro, that's a good neighborhood. It's not out of question to think that the neighbors are already speaking about the issues that are happening on this fucking block. And here you come, a fucking, who knows? And again, wrong place, wrong time. All them other issues could have not even have been that kid. It could have been someone totally different. But that kid decided that he was going to come down that block, and instead of jogging like a jogger, like everybody wants to make him out to be a jogger, instead of jogging, he stopped. He made that's the choice he made. Instead of continuing to jog, he stopped, he looked at the house, he proceeded forward. Okay, that's not a crime. When he got up to the house, that he went into the garage, it's already a crime. He couldn't even make it through the garage. He had to come out the garage and then walk around the side of the house. Which means this is now 2 attempts to try to get inside the house.
It would have made more sense if the McMichaels would have pulled up on him right then and said, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Look at Neo, two guns stolen in the past 3 months, bro. 2 to 3 guns stolen in the past 3 months. Look, it's right there in the chat. And the owner of that house already said that they had stolen some out the house. Now, again, I understand. If the owner didn't make a police report, okay, I understand. That don't justify the young man being in that house, bro.
Travis McMichael had a gun stolen. His father was visiting him in the garden. We already stated that part, though, Neil. That the gun that they said there was a string of robberies. The string of robberies was just one robbery back in January where they got a gun stolen from their house in their car. if they would have pulled up on my man's in the house and like, hey, come out, what you doing? We want to ask you some questions. There's their cause for a citizen's arrest. I understand it at that point. But what I'm trying to say,
which is legal in GA.
Yes, which is legal in GA. But what I'm trying to say is, if Buddy went, did his little thing, left the house, and then continued to jog down the street, and they just seen him jogging down the street, and it's like, hey, he looks like that guy that we seen on these previous videos. Let's go stop him. Hey, come here. Hey, stop. That itself, there's no connection between the two. So yes, he might have did something a little bit earlier, but I don't feel like they received word that fast that, hey, somebody's at this house right now. Like, I don't believe there was alerts being sent. Fucking, if that's the case, I need to move over there, because these niggas are sending alerts that motherfucking quick that a kid, it's only 450 feet of distance. I don't think that the McMichaels got word that this guy just left the house and was in there within that amount of time. That's what I'm saying.
Well, again, you don't know that.
I don't know that yet. But
the one thing that keeps being said is that there's way more information that needs to come out. There's a lot more video that needs to come out.
But this is
so
the thing.
If the McMichaels are already saying this, bruh, I'm telling you, there's going to be video footage showing more of either that kid or another kid. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
The reason, though, between all this, the reason of what we're going at it right now is because if news comes out that he was stealing and everything, right? Then I'll be like, damn, that's what led to everything that happened. Like, this was the cause and effect. But you're telling me, though, like, if the McMichaels came out and said we had no recollection of him leaving that house, you're still going to stand on the fact that he was just he was jogging in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, that's just not enough to make sense of nothing.
But listen, that's fine. And if we're going on what we know now, Tony, you can't call him a jogger. You can't call him a jogger, bro. Prove to me. Show me the video where he's jogging.
I never called him a jogger. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
I never exactly.
But I'm saying,
I tell you one thing. He was trespassing. That's the one thing we can't prove.
He was definitely trespassing. But the McMichaels didn't know.
Action,
from what now right now I'm knowing, they didn't know nothing about him trespassing before they passed his house. When he passed their house, all they saw was a black man hauling ass. That's what they said.
Now, is there any possibility that maybe they recognized him?
There is. They said he fit the description of suspicious of multiple burglaries that were going on, but there was none reported. The only one that was reported was the one of their car.
Let's not forget. They've already prosecuted him on a different crime.
I got to learn about.
You know that?
I need you to tell me about that. The one in high school, or there's another one? Because Slick said there was multiple ones that have been deleted, and I need to find it.
Yeah.
If I can find it for me.
So this is the part that I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back on my notes, but one of the McMichaels, I'm not sure if it's the dad or the son, was part of the case that already prosecuted the kid.
That was in high school.
No, it wasn't the high school. It wasn't the high school one. I believe it was the burglary one.
No,
it wasn't. It wasn't that one, bro. That one was a long time ago. That was like some shit that happened like 10 years ago.
I just talked about that one though, Zaya.
And it said that one of the McMichaels is the one that prosecuted him, the one that helped prosecute him.
He was the DA.
So imagine, bro, like.
I don't think he remember how he looked, but I don't think he remember how he looked.
I'm just saying, at this point, bro, if he's a jogger, cool, prove it to me. And that's not to you, that's to anybody.
Okay,
prove to me that he's a jogger.
But okay,
because he's not a jogger, bro. What he is right now is a trespasser.
Okay, so what do you need? What do you need though to flip it to where that man had no right to be murdered for being in that neighborhood?
See, this is what the problem is, bro. The action is trespassing. The consequence is that you got killed in the process. Now, hold on. I want to hit this one real quick because I believe I just seen it.
But basically, you're saying though, like the fact that he was trespassing, that itself, it doesn't matter how bad. If they would have called him the N-word, if they would have been harassing him, stopping him, pulling out the gun, saying I'm gonna shoot you, none of that matters now. The fact that he just went in that house, it don't matter. Death is death. That one action,
for every action, bro, there's a consequence. The action is that you're trespassing in a house. I'm sorry, but you're the inconvenience to the neighborhood, not the people that live there. You're in a neighborhood and you're trespassing inside of a house that don't belong to you. You committed that action. The consequence is that then they tried to stop you and you tried to run. Matt K says, y'all keep saying citizen's arrest, but where the fuck is the arrest? They killed this. Okay, cool. And when a cop tries to arrest you and you resist arrest, you take the possibility of getting shot, right? It's the same thing with this. They're citizens. It's a citizen's arrest, which is legal in Georgia. They are legally permitted to have those weapons, and they're in the process. It's not like they sat there and shot him coming down the road. Okay, he was fighting with the guy with the gun, bro.
But once again, Zaya, citizen's arrest. I need to get this in statement, and then I can start to think here. And I need proof of that statement because there's something that I keep saying once again. Me and you know where this nigga was at and where he ended up at. I need to know from the point of perspective of the McMichaels. Because if they were sitting on their garden or wherever the fuck Neo said, and they seen this black man running down the street, citizen's arrest is not, they don't have that ability. In order to have citizen's arrest, you have to witness someone doing a crime. If all they saw was him running down the street, then they didn't witness the crime. So that takes out the citizen's arrest right there. So anything moving forward from them chasing him because they're suspicious, them pulling out a gun, all that, that's not warranted a citizen's arrest. That's all I'm saying. Zay, if we can prove here that the McMichaels was told by other neighbors and they were sent this information that he had just left that house and that he was running past and that's why they followed him, there's a case there with that moment. But right now, what I'm seeing, and like you said, we have to wait and see. But right now, if we're just basing it purely off of them seeing him running down the street, him being black and him fitting a suspicious resemblance to somebody that they thought broke into their house or whatever, and that makes them go and ask him questions and later kill him. One, that's not legal citizen's arrest, and two, that's like I said, like it doesn't warrant them doing anything at that point. They should have just called the cops. Do you agree with me on that point? Look, we don't know, but put it in the mind. Let's put it out here right now. Let's just make up a fake fact.
I agree.
Let's make a
I
fake.
agree with what.
I'll go.
With the information that we have today, we're talking about this case today.
Yes.
I agree that they probably went a little too far with the guns. In all honesty, between the dad and the son, they should have just kicked his ass and held him down till police got there. That's what I would have done. Like, there's no need to pull out a gun.
So what?
Now the problem is that when you're a gun owner, that's the first thing you go for. So, for instance, let me turn it back around. Tony, if someone breaks in your house, you don't come downstairs to see who it is before you go get your gun. You go get your gun, and then you go see who it is.
Okay.
When you're a gun owner, it's already registered in your mind. Yo, let me go get my burner. And this is, bruh, there's a lot of people in the chat right now that I'm looking at them, and they fronting. Because I done seen them in other chats talking about, oh, I'll pull my pistol. I'll do this. I'm doing that. And it's just like, oh, so you're not doing it now. And why? Because it's a white on black. That's what it is, bruh. And the racism shit is blown out of proportion. Bruh, right now with the information we have now, the action is you trespassing on property that's already been trespassed in a neighborhood that already has this issue. The consequence is you got killed.
So my question
is nobody's fault but his, bruh. That's nobody's fault but his.
Straight up question here then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it comes out that the McMichaels knew nothing of him leaving that house, they just saw him running down the street, where is your stance then? They know nothing of what happened previously. If
the McMichaels knew nothing, it still doesn't register to me that McMichaels woke up that morning and said, "Oh shit, we're gonna kill ourselves a black man." I still don't see it as a racism thing. I see it as two officers or two retired officers that still are in officer mode. They seen some shit happening. They jumped at the opportunity to get it handled, and unfortunately, they took it too far.
Okay, but
again, I don't agree that he should have got killed. No, 100%. No, I would never wish that on nobody.
Okay,
but the thing is that, bruh, if you didn't want to get killed, you shouldn't have been where you was at.
Okay, that statement you just said right there, That's your statement, and I respect that. I don't want. I don't feel like we should, at least until we can confirm. I don't feel like we should say that, oh, he was in this house and then he ended up here and that's why he ended up where he was at, because we don't know what they know. If they know that he came from that house, then I'm all for it. But until then, all we can say is that they saw a man running down the street and they pursued him because he matched the description. Not because they saw a man that had just left a house from trespassing and was running down the street, so they pursued him. If it comes out that the McMichaels saw the whole thing, then that's the case. But we're judging the case off of all the shit that we know that not everybody knew at that moment. We don't know what the McMichaels knew. They might have only saw him running down the street. So for that reasoning, it's hard for me to say wrong place, wrong time for the fact if they just saw a black man running down the street. That means that if another black man goes running down the street, not doing shit at all, that we could use that same terminology. Oh man, he was just a black man at the wrong place at the wrong time. He shouldn't have been there.
You know what? I think he was a man in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, that's
not a black or white thing to me.
Okay, and that's the thing I also stated on. You think
if
it was a white man, you think if it was a white man, you think a white man doing that would have been the same result?
I think that it probably would have been the same exact result, but we would not even be talking about it right now because that's not the hot topic. That's not what sells, bro.
So
that's not what sells.
If you
put a black man in a listen,
no,
for real, Tony, come on, bro. Hold on, Tony. You telling me a black man in a rich neighborhood, a white criminal the black man kills the white guy.
No,
you telling me that we sitting here doing lives on that?
We're not flipping
We're not
that.
sitting here doing lives on that.
We're not reversing the whole thing. Put it in this perspective. McMichaels did not see nothing. White man comes jogging down the street. Are the McMichaels doing anything?
Bruh, listen, again.
Yes or no, Zaya?
Listen, hold on. The McMichaels are black, right?
No, they're white. That's what I want.
No. But we're changing it around.
We're just changing.
Oh, you're not flipping it? So what are you saying?
I'm changing Ahmaud. I'm putting a white man I'm making Ahmaud white. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, same shit happens. We just don't know about it.
Why would
Bruh,
they? So a white person can't. So you're telling me
nobody can be running down in
that neighborhood then?
Listen, this is all I'm saying. White on white crime, no one cares. Black on black crime, no one cares. Shit, Latino on black crime, no one cares. White on black crime, everyone cares.
But Zaya,
everyone cares.
You gotta admit that race. If you switch the race of Ahmaud, it switches the whole outcome, bro. They would not have questioned him.
Okay.
If he was running down the street, they would have said
prove
it's a
it
white
then.
guy.
Prove it.
Huh?
Prove it.
He's dead, nigga. What's there to prove?
No.
Have they ever
No,
killed?
listen.
Have they ever killed anybody else in that neighborhood
Tony,
for white running? That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying that. Listen, if you want to bring that forth, then you got to go find the story that matches. You ain't gonna find that story because don't nobody talk about that. If
I'm
it's black and white, we all talking about it. You're not gonna find it, bro.
Zaya, I won't.
You telling me that has never happened, bro? Come on, bro.
So listen,
come on, bro. There's a lot of people on this planet.
So listen. Okay, you said I need to find it. What do I need to find? A white person that killed a white person? What do I need to find?
Of course.
No. But that's the thing. You want me to find a white person that got killed by a white person by jogging? I'm trying to tell you that they wouldn't have gotten killed. So there would be no case.
But you don't know that. But you don't know that. You don't know that.
But Zaya, you're asking me
you're
to prove.
Speculating.
Zaya, you're asking me to prove something that can't be proved because it hasn't happened. You understand? You're telling me.
Right, but But listen, at the same time, you're asking me to acknowledge something that you don't have no proof has ever happened. You're speculating. You want me to acknowledge your speculation, but you're not acknowledging any of my speculation.
Listen.
Because we're both speculating right now.
I know, but you're telling me to go and find. You're telling me to go and find a case where a white man was jogging down a white neighborhood and did not get killed. Where the fuck do you find that at?
That's like me saying if the dude was white and he ran past, that everything would have played out the same way. I'm telling you, it would have played out the same way.
No, but
we wouldn't even be talking about it right now.
But you can
Black people wouldn't give two fucks. Latino people wouldn't give two fucks. and nor would white people give two fucks.
I just
because
sent you
white on white crime don't sell.
I just sent you a Facebook video of a white guy clapping another white guy over a mattress with a shotgun.
Over a mattress?
Yeah, it's in your Twitter DM. No, but listen, Zay.
So why are we not?
We can talk. I sent it to you to talk about it. I let you have that shit. That shit's crazy. But listen, Zay. I don't think you're. Just listen what I'm saying. Me finding a white person getting killed by jogging in a white neighborhood, it might be hard to find, but I can probably find it, or I can find something similar to it. But I can't find a white man jogging in a white neighborhood and not dying. Because that's not a case. That's not no crime. There's no case.
But Tony,
do I need to find an article?
Tony,
John Roberts.
No,
was
listen
running
to
in the
what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying, bro. You're telling me that you're not going to be able to find a white jogger jogging in a white neighborhood that got killed for jogging in a white neighborhood, right?
No, I'm not saying that. You're not listening, Zaya. No.
Okay.
Let me say it. Listen. Just listen. And I'm gonna let you explain.
Okay. All right.
Ahmaud was running down the block.
Mm-hmm.
He got killed, whatever, all that. Tony D is saying that if Ahmaud was white and the McMichaels seen him running down the block, there would be no murder. There would be no stopping. Ahmaud would have just kept running. That's what I'm saying. Now, what you're telling me is, in order to back that up, Tony, you need to show some type of case that happens, where that's had happened. And what I'm trying to say is, Zaya, how can I show you a case of someone running in a white neighborhood who's white and there's no crime committed? What case can I show you? The guy is able to run from point A to point B without dying. There's nothing to report.
Okay.
Do I need to go and run? Do I need to go and put a camera on a block and just show you a white guy running in a white neighborhood? Like that's all I can do for you. Now go ahead.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Do
you get what I'm saying, Zay? Do you get what I'm saying by that?
Yeah, no, I get you, but you're creating speculation, bro. You're speculating right now that if the race was different, there would have been a different outcome. You're speculating. So what I'm telling you is that in order to avoid this, we have to go based on facts, right? Is this not what Ron said? Let's go based on facts. All I'm saying is let's go based on the facts we have today. If you're going to speculate and say that race played a part, then show me that race played a part by showing me another case. You're saying that you're not going to be able to find a case like that. Number one, you're looking in the wrong direction because you're looking for a white jogger, and this young man wasn't a jogger.
So what kind of case?
No one has proved that he was a jogger. He was a trespasser that got caught, and because he resisted a citizen's arrest, he got his ass shot.
Okay, so let me ask you these questions so I can go and look and try to find it.
Right.
One thing, what do I need to prove to you, or what do I need to show you to show that he was a jogger? And number two, what was the other thing you said? You said something else about finding a case. What kind of case do you need me to provide you? Another case where a black man died? Like, how can I prove the racism? How can I prove the racism
in order to prove your race issue, you have to find another case that is at least somewhat similar to this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But where's the race? How do I prove the racism part? Did he say the N-word to him or something? Like, what do I need to show you?
No. You would have to show me that there's a different outcome. So you would have to take, and the thing is that there's variables. Like,
ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Want to prove your point?
Fabcasso donated $2 through Super Chat. Tony, check your Twitter DM, send you a vid.
Neighborhood where a white man is trespassing, gets caught, runs off, and eventually gets killed. If he doesn't get killed, then you could say, look, Zaya, the white man, he was in the same type of neighborhood. He was
like I'm on some episode
like the black man. He ran off. He didn't get killed. The black man got killed, and then I would be like, "Oh shit, you know what? That definitely looks a lot."
Here he goes, there, gesture to the king. He's running down the street with a TV in his hand, jogging. I'm playing the
all right, I figured it out. I got my hat on backwards. I'm shirtless, like I'm on some episode of Cops. I'm running with the TV. Someone's gonna stop me now for sure.
Someone's gonna stop.
Okay, on TikTok.
Yeah, there you go.
What was the problem with Ahmaud?
Is there any way that this could be fake?
All right, I figured it out. I got my hat on back.
What's he doing? How's it fake?
So it's a white jogger. So he just stole that white TV?
I don't know. We don't know what he did.
Come on, Tony, bro. Come on, bro.
We know he didn't steal.
Let me tell you something.
I'm just saying, hey, he did. He doing more than what Ahmaud was doing. Ahmaud had nothing. I tell you this. He doing more than Ahmaud.
I tell you this. He looked like a jogger. Ahmaud, if you look at him when he's inside the house, bro, just look at his sneakers, bro. He wasn't out there jogging, bro. Come on, bro.
Normal to me.
And you said he had basketball shorts on. He didn't have no basketball shorts on, brother. It just look like fucking cargo pants just without the cargo pocket, bro. Come on, bro.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
That boy was, bro. That boy wrong place, wrong time, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to his family. I'm sorry to him. Listen, I don't wish death on nobody, but that's that boy's fault, bro. Let me tell you. Matter of fact, you know who else's fault it is? His parents, bro. They should have taught him better. Okay? That boy already had previous charges, bro. He did not learn his lesson. Game over, bro. That's just how it is. Game over.
I mean,
action, consequence. You fucked up, bro. That's it. You fucked up.
We agree to disagree on some of these.
And let me tell you something. Listen,
Zay, so what if it comes out?
I'm gonna say this. Small wager. Let's make a small wager on this. Small wager. I bet you they don't get convicted of his murder. I bet you they don't get like the first degree of.
Do you want me to
I
bet?
bet you, bro.
I don't. You
They're not gonna get it, bro.
Do you think that I trust the justice system out here? What do you?
No, let me tell you something. Here's where the bet gets good. Here's where the bet gets good. They're not gonna win by some technicality. They're gonna win because they're gonna be able to prove that he was in that neighborhood doing stuff that he wasn't supposed to be doing, bro. I promise you. Why, bro?
Look, but Zay,
it's gonna be more. I
understand
feel it,
that.
bro.
I know there's a chance that it could come out where they got video of him carrying fucking shit into a truck. I know that it could happen.
I'm telling you, bro.
My main point right now, my main point and my main thing, because I don't want. Oh, Tony D was over there trying to say he was racist. I don't want to hear none of that. At the end of the day, you know what we all agreed upon? They took it too far. He didn't have to die.
Yeah, facts. He didn't have to die.
No,
100.
All this other stuff, like this is other things. These are all my personal opinions, okay? But one thing I want to end it off with this call. What happened, Zaya? There's been a picture floating around. I don't think it's true, but I would like to hear this variable. Here's a picture floating around that supposedly is the dad at a KKK rally. If that's him, what do you say then?
He has the right to hate whoever he wants, bro.
But is racism now playing a part of its role?
It's not. Listen, to me, it's not illegal to be racist.
But does it play a part in its role of this? You said that race doesn't play no part. So if that's true, does the race now play a part?
So let me get this straight. Because he was at a KKK meeting 4 years ago.
Godly.
Listen, hold on. Because he was at a KKK meeting 4 years ago, then that played a part in a black man choosing that neighborhood to go into?
No, it played a part of them. It played a part of them going and getting shotguns and saying he's hauling ass. Hey, stop! I want to talk to you. Come here. You don't look normal.
Hey, wrong place, wrong time. Why he wasn't doing that in his neighborhood? Why? Let me ask you, why he not looking at the empty houses in his neighborhood? Why?
They probably all
just
built.
like Ron said, because in the hood, what they consider that? Motherfuckers is stealing the copper out the basement. Motherfuckers is stealing shit out the house, right? Oh, but in white people's neighborhood, then that's okay to do. Nah, bruh. Fuck that. He should have stayed in his neighborhood, and he should have burglarized his neighborhood.
He wanted to be an electrician.
He should have stayed in his neighborhood figuring out how to be an electrician, not in other people's neighborhood.
All right. We agreed to disagree, but I needed a debate. Shit.
Listen, it's gonna tomorrow there'll be more information, and we'll keep going at it, and then eventually we'll see what happens, bro. The one thing for certain that I'm sure everybody agrees with: the young man shouldn't have died. But again, that's the choice that he made.
That
was his choice.
This is all I
didn't wake up in the morning and call him and say, "Yo, you should go do this." No, bro, he decided to do that, bro.
This is what I need, though. This is what I need. This is what I need to hop off of this case and no one else to do with it. If the McMichaels saw him breaking it or him going into that house, and then they saw him leaving the house, and then he running past, and they decided to stop him, I can't do. I'm like, all right, well that's that. But if they just saw a black man, running down the street, they don't have no right stopping that man. That's where I stand at. Now they saw the whole fucking thing go down from start to finish like we saw. If they seen that whole thing, it's a whole different thing now. Now citizens arrest. They saw him commit a crime. They saw him trespass. Do they need to bring shotguns? No. That's where it went overboard. But I see where it played out.
Yeah, but anybody that possesses a gun always brings a gun.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Why are you
D Price donated $1 through Super Chat. The Andre Hamilton killed by police. Not charged but fired for wrongdoing.
choke his ass.
Yeah, exactly. That's my brain right now. So I need more stuff.
Hey, listen, that's possibly what could have happened. But I'm saying, bro, like that young man put himself in that situation, bro. I can't sit here and now be jumping out the window from the young man, bro. You shouldn't have been trespassing, bro. Had you just been jogging like you said you was, then we wouldn't even be talking about you right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll see what's going on. I will be staying up to date on this story and doing my research and just basing it upon.
Oh, believe me, you got me hooked onto this story. So I'm gonna stay alert on this story as well.
But other buddy, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I can't even talk. The Reed dude, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. So that's why I can't even talk about that case.
I gave up on that. That's just foolery to me, bro. I gave up on that one.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, I appreciate it. And yo, one more thing, to your chat, y'all can kiss my ass.
There you go. Shout out to D Price. Dontre Hamilton killed by police, not charged but fired for wrongdoing. Not charged but fired for wrongdoing. Typical shit, D Price. Fired or paid leave. You know what I'm saying? We always hear those words. That's Zaya. He likes to do what he did. I wanted to bring him in because I know he didn't agree upon things, and I wanted to go at it with him. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't change my opinion. Doesn't change his opinion. But him and Ron have very similar thoughts right now. And him and Ron pretty much they hate each other. That is funny. That is a new one. That is a new one. But, yeah. Let me see. It is what it is, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. We're at the 3-hour mark. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm more than likely to go live maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Wednesday for sure. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We doing our Thug Thizzle. Thank you to everybody who pulled up. Hit the like button on your way out. We have 132 likes. We had 200 people in this bitch. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And thank y'all, man. Yeah, you said, I see why they love beefing it. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Hate is strong. Okay, hate is a strong word. I don't like him, but I agree on some of his points. And I ain't never seen it. But you know what I'm saying? It's good. I like it. I like debates. You know what I'm saying? And Zaya, y'all didn't like Zaya as a caller, but Zaya's coming and talking and presenting himself. You got other people calling in. Tony, I be calling, seeing, reading, that should be I don't fuck with that shit. And y'all be like, hang up on this nigga. He's stupid. Hang up on him. Tony, he wasting my time. Shit, Zaya, he might hate him, but he's talking and he's standing his ground. So it is what it is, man. I love y'all. I'm out. I might go live on Twitch later. I don't know. I gotta stop. I gotta go talk to Nicole, take a shower, and all that shit, man. I'm out. Peace. Love y'all. Peace.